as hard as you thought he would.
I'm not, man. I'm saying to you that you might not want to get involved in
Yo,
drama.
pack this nigga up.
Listen, wait, Kavos, can I ask you a question real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, do you hate KSI or do you dislike him?
I dislike him for sure.
Oh God, is he gonna get mobbed on this
does your
too?
dislike towards KSI have anything to do with Deji suing you?
No, man, no. This was way before, man. Like me and KSI beefed way before that.
Okay, why do you not like KSI?
But it's not even I don't like him as a human, but I criticize him on things that I caught whatever throughout the whole since like 2018 or 2017.
Well, you just said you don't like him, so why don't you like him?
Yeah, I don't like him because I've criticized his content and he comes at me and wants to beef me. So if someone's beefing at me, I'm not gonna like them, am I? Like it's like Jidion doesn't like me; he's beefing me.
Like, I just wish you had more details, because Kavos, I'm confused on the hatred.
Because after this space today, I'm you're literally out of mind, out of sight. Like I'm chilling after this.
Yeah, but I've made videos on it. Like, and it stems back for ages. Like me and KSI's relationship has never been good, like ever.
Yeah. Bro, it's one-sided. It's an imaginary beef that you think you guys have.
Well, it's not because he tweeted me throughout the whole Wade thing.
Gideon, do you think a lot of it is like? Do you not like do you think that he's just like negative, or it's just the bias that's hitting you?
I don't even think that is him being, bro. I don't. It's not even about the
if I make a video on KSI, obviously, like, is it like the amount of videos? Because I can probably say 7 videos is a lot.
But this nigga is more than a hater, bro. Like, he's using niggas for rent. Like, okay, make 2 videos about a situation max.
Why does that matter? Why does that matter to you so much? Why does that matter to you so much?
7 videos? That's so lazy.
Why is that lazy? If anything, it's not lazy because I made 7 of them.
Yeah, 7.
Gideon's arguments are weak as hell.
Hey, drag Willie Mack up.
Willie, go ahead.
Gideon, I wish you actually had a point. Like, what don't you like about the videos? Argue what he's covering that's wrong. Instead, you're just mad at him for covering it. It's fucking silly.
Hey, we got
stuff happens to
Kavos
the
fan ever. So I'm gonna tell you, Willie Mack show. During this is where I really first figured out about Kavos. Is during the whole Logan Paul situation. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this nigga was all over my feed. And I'm like, oh shit, okay. Damn. I was like, damn, that's tough for Logan. He has CoffeeZilla on him. Now this dude. I was like, let me watch this video. And then I watched one video and I was like, he just said everything that CoffeeZilla said.
That video is the one when Liquid Marketplace was
made. So what? Let him talk. Let him talk.
I watched the second video.
Let him talk. Let him talk.
I watched the second video, Willie, and I was like, he just reiterated the same thing that he just said in the last video. Then, whenever he would post a new video, what would he title his video? New evidence against Logan Paul. And then you watch the video, reciting everything that CoffeeZilla says, not adding any substance. So that's my problem, Willie, is that, okay, you know what? You can be a commentary channel all you want. I don't care. Okay, you know what? He would have a point if I was hating on CoffeeZilla. Have I hated on CoffeeZilla at all? No. CoffeeZilla did a great job. He laid everything out because he did the work. All this nigga does is he copies the homework.
Hold
on.
You
know what? He doesn't even do it half as good.
If somebody breaks a news story and other people talk about it, that's just the news cycle, though. You're just mad at the cycle.
Okay, so the news cycle has to be in for 10 videos? Willie?
Wait, can I ask you?
No, but stuff is adding to the story. New stuff's coming out, and you're getting mad about it. It just doesn't even make sense.
Wait, Willie, you said what? I think you said no, right?
No to what? Talk again.
Do you have to make 10 videos about the same news cycle thing?
No, but if the story evolves and he adds to it,
yeah, but the criticism is milking.
That's what we're talking about.
Criticism is milking.
Look at it like this: CoffeeZilla made 3 videos. This nigga made here. You know what? I'm gonna count real quick because I don't want to.
I mean, but you can accuse anybody of milking. Like, I mean, if you wanted to go, you could accuse Willie Mack of milking, like what, Sneeko? But I wouldn't even go that far.
Okay, well, you know what? I have to look at everything. Right? This is my first time hearing about Willie Mack, so I don't.
Like, what's funny though is Buddha asked the question earlier.
This is how many videos he made.
Man,
and the crazy thing about
no one cares
is out of all times to post these videos, he went the craziest during December. I just want to point that out. For people that don't know, December ad revenue is the best ad revenue. So let's see. Logan Paul, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
God.
13.
Damn, man, I was working hard, man. Damn, I was doing well.
Willie Mack, 13 videos. Can you really defend that? Can you really
I mean,
defend him?
I wish you actually said what you don't like in the videos, though. It's just you don't like them because
Oh my
it's not
god.
brand
Hey,
new.
okay,
Yeah, but
my
it's
bad. You know
it's
what?
the
You want to put
milking
it?
criticism.
Okay, but you know what?
The
Wait,
amount
let me
of
Like
ask.
videos-
Keem's got a whole channel where all he does is talk about shit other people do. It's just it's the news, man. Like you're
Okay.
mad at the news.
I
It's
mean,
weird.
maybe for a second, maybe Jidion perhaps is talking about the fact that Kavos kind of spins some unrealistic takes on his videos. For example, like I'm looking at one of his videos here. Is like KSI destroys his reputation in 24 hours. His fans are turning on him. Like I feel like he's kind of blowing this out of proportion.
No, that was the Wade stuff when all his Reddit was turning on him. What are you on about?
Okay, Kavos, let me ask
Then
you a
he
question.
should name what he does in the video that he disagrees with, like
Willie
any
Mac, are you
commentary
defending him
channel,
so
and
hard
open up
because
that
you make the same
dialogue.
type of content?
He's just mad at the
Well,
video.
I mean,
and that's
Jidion
what I'm
did.
saying.
Willie,
Wait,
do you
wait,
make the
time
same
out,
type
time
of
out,
content
time out,
as
time out.
Kavos?
Jidion did make a point, Willie. He said that he watched one of the Logan Paul videos, and it was exactly what CoffeeZilla covered. It's like just regurgitating.
Yeah, but Keem, it wasn't. Because I talked about Liquid Marketplace in that first video
Bro, that's
as
okay.
well.
Besides, the first video. Besides that, what else did you bring up? I'll give you that. Okay,
Man,
you
I
have that
can't
one.
remember. It happened in
What new
December.
information did you bring up in the other 12 videos?
It happened
Not
in
to-
December,
What new information
man.
did you bring up in the other 12 videos?
Yeah, man, keep shouting to try and get your point
Not to
across.
mention, Jidion has a whole React channel, like where he just re-uploads
Bro,
people's videos. He doesn't do anything.
Get this nigga Willie out of here,
It's
bro.
ridiculous.
Wait,
Willie doesn't agree with me. Get him out of here.
Pause. Kavos. Do you support cancel culture? Yes or no?
Well, what do you define cancel culture as?
Do you think that people who make mistakes on the internet that don't have any ginormous real legal ramifications aren't heinously unmoral
No, I've
have
never said that.
I'm asking you a question. Do you support cancel culture? Yes or no?
Yeah, but what is your definition of cancel culture?
I'm pretty sure the internet has a pretty well-known.
No, it's not. Cancel culture has been
I just explained it to you. I said cancel culture is the concept of somebody's career being threatened or potentially removed based on mistakes they make on the internet.
I got a shortcut. Wait, Kavos, I got a shortcut to what Packard's trying to say. Do you think during JJ's two things with Wade and what he said on Sidemen, do you think he should lose money? Should he lose sponsorships? Should he like suffer?
No.
Wait. Okay, you know what? Here, Kavos, let's look at your Twitter real quick. Let's see.
Man, Jidion, all you're doing is putting up things from me, and you're adding
sounds
no
like you're sucking KSI's dick. This is so weird, dude.
No, it's not.
Hey, wait, Willie. I want. You know what? It's so funny that you posted my reaction channel, but you would never dare post my main channel. I just saw your tweet right there.
Dude, you're complaining about lazy content being him talking about the
I'm
news
not
cycle.
complaining about lazy content.
Yes, you are.
The laziest content too.
I'm not complaining about reaction channels. What I'm complaining about is
you
fucking
said he was a reaction channel. You said that word for word.
Fucking work. And this nigga does not put in work.
He's so glad
you
I
said
was
that
talking
word
space.
for word, Jidion.
You cannot deny that. This nigga is not a commentary channel.
You can talk over everybody. It doesn't mean
but
right.
you guys are actually talking over him. He was reacting, and you guys talked over him.
Dude, he's just screaming that he never said reaction channel when he called Kavos a reaction channel. He literally did that. We were all here for it.
Kavos calls himself, and listen, Willie, listen. Clear.
Okay, but like, hold on, wait. What's the difference between Kavos and?
Let me finish my point.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Charlie does high effort
wait,
content.
let me finish my point, and then I'll shut up and I'll let you guys talk. My whole point is because you guys are all hooked up on the reaction channel because I guess you guys are fucking the same content as Kavos, so you guys. The whole point that I'm making.
Don't make the same content.
I'm not talking about you.
Jesus.
I'm talking about Willie. But the whole point that I'm making.
Oh yeah.
Wait, Jidion, real quick though, if you see anybody that you want us to bring on stage,
can I please say my point? My whole point I'm making is I don't care if you do reaction channels. I do reaction videos. It is what it is. It's just extra content for the subscribers, right? But we're talking to Kavos. He claims himself to be a commentary channel. But when I look at his videos, I'm not seeing commentary. I'm seeing just a live reaction. And that's the point that I'm saying.
That's a lie.
I mean, you mentioned
I don't know
like
what the fuck you want from him.
Well, you mentioned Charlie earlier, Jidion. So it's like, what's the difference between like Kavos and like Charlie? Because like
Charlie
usually both of them are the first ones.
Okay, but the thing about Charlie though is Charlie can bring stories together. He breaks different things. Kavos is not breaking no new news. Kavos isn't fucking over here figuring out stuff. Charlie brings shit that you've never heard of, and he puts light on it.
Musa can literally disagree with that.
Kavos
Dude,
sees
wait,
whatever
hold up,
he's setting himself.
Jidion,
He said whatever's trending, he makes videos on that. He waits for shit to start trending.
So on every, I got a question.
Kavos, you just always blow everything out of proportion for your own gain, though. Like, this is a real thing. Like, for one specific instance, right? If I go to your channel, Darman's career is over. Exposed. His whole career is over. Why are you saying Darman's... Like, bro, if we actually look at that Darman situation, his career was never even near over because of that. Like, you're taking a minute thing and you're completely... You're basically just lying about it. You're basically...
But the thing about it is your videos match your titles. You literally saying his career is over.
Yes, they
KSI's
are.
career is over. Darman's career is over.
Hey guys, Darman's career is over. It's all over, guys. He's currently getting cancelled, and I'm not gonna lie, it's not looking good for him. That's exactly what you sound like, bro. You're literally canceling him, bro.
Man, what the fuck?
Was that not pretty good?
That was a good reaction. I thought you were playing his video for a second.
That was cringe, man.
So Kavos, can I ask you something, bro? Like,
yeah, sure.
So obviously there's a lot of other, commentary channels, and some of them are covering the KSI situation as well. Why do you think it is that like people like with Jidion and other people in the community would like hate on your video and then not the other people making like videos on the topic?
I'd probably say because I've been calling out KSI stuff for years, and I'm probably the only UK YouTuber who's actually saying anything. So a lot of people have a lot of hatred towards me because every other UK YouTuber just goes with the status quo, So I think that's the reason.
You know what, Fox? You said you brought up me like why people like me are hating on Kavos. He's saying it's because he's been hating on KSI for years. I really didn't even know who he was until the Logan Paul stuff. So I saw the Logan Paul thing. You could ask my editors. I talked about it. I was like, bro, this nigga's whack as fuck. He literally made 10 videos on the same situation and didn't make a single point. I already had my thoughts on him then. And then I just see him doing it again. And so I'm like,
no.
So you know what I did? I said, you know what? I'm gonna make a joke about it. I said, Kavos, if KSI never existed, and what was it? It was a dude working at McDonald's, right? I just made a joke. Ha ha ha. Everybody laughs. Boom. Over. Quick ratio. He responds to my tweet by saying, Jidion, what do you have against McDonald's workers?
No, I didn't. I said, damn, man, what do you have against fast food restaurant workers?
And
why can't I respond?
You know what? Here, let's go through the thread. Let's see where you at.
Oh my god, man! You are making your argument.
So you said that, and I said nothing
all the time.
Buddy.
You can't make an actual
point. I said nothing, but I have a challenge for you. I said nothing, buddy. Challenge for you though. Post a vid only talking about yourself, and don't clickbait any content creator, and you should get 500K. And you said I can't break 500K anyway right now. I'm not changing my content because you said so. Respectfully, no. And I said okay. I said I don't hate you. But
man,
you make some of the laziest content. I literally, you're saying I literally said my point about you so many times, but you keep on saying
you don't have a point, man.
Okay, so this isn't a point me saying that you have lazy content.
Yeah, when you're making reaction videos,
the Godzilla Logan Paul situation.
When you're making reaction videos, uploading other people's content, no.
Okay.
I do still think the point kind of stands though with Jidion that like he does make other content that is so high effort.
I said in this in the other space, I think Jidion makes good content. Like he's well produced, high quality stuff. I've never denied that.
But the argument is this, right? Like when Jidion's saying you make lazy content and you say, well, you have a reaction channel. Well, Jidion does more than just the reaction channel. That's the argument.
Yeah, but you can't be mad at someone for making quote unquote lazy content when you're also profiting from lazy content yourself.
But the other thing with it though is like Jidion did also make kind of a pretty good point. It's like he's streaming. It's like a very common thing with like the WL community to stream and then just post the clips.
So if you have such a problem with lazy content, then don't do it.
But the thing about it is like I'm not creating those clips. I'm just entertaining my stream and then we clip it. You're creating.
Yeah, but if you have such a problem with lazy content,
you're creating lazy content.
If you have such a problem with lazy
content, I don't think it's
about being lazy.
But I don't think it's about that necessarily. Kavos, let me ask you a question, right? Obviously, KSI with the recent, incident with the slur in the video. Now, every time KSI will go and say, oh, I'm sorry, oh, I'm going to do this to make up for it, oh, blah, 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 you're the first person every time to be like, oh, this is bullshit, he's not genuine, he's just fucking faking this, he doesn't really mean it, every fucking time, you're always that first, you're the first guy right there, ready to go, right?
Packard, he just got exposed in the other voice chat Kavos said himself that KSI did a PR stunt by recording him being inside the mosque.
Yeah,
and then one of the pastors
let me
in the
finish
mosque said that it wasn't even anyone from KSI's team that posted that.
Let Pac
finish.
And he's still saying that it's still a PR stunt.
Let me just finish this though, because it's funny, because I swear to fucking God, people like Kavos, right? Someone like Kavos, the same person who I swear to God will go on YouTube, go on Twitter and be like, oh, fucking cancel culture is just fucking horrible. All these fucking leftists trying to ruin people's career. Fuck cancel. They're the same fucking people to go on Twitter and be like, oh, fuck this guy. You know, we need to fucking ruin his career because of this.
Yeah, when did I say that? In my video.
But that's the thing though. That's the thing though, Kavos. Because when someone does something to make a change for the better in their life, right? When KSI tries to correct the mistake, when he apologizes, right? You're the first person to be like, all right, no, fuck it. But what do you want him to do? What do you want?
Pat God, listen. When KSI was talking about Wade made his first apology, I called it out as being fake. He admitted it was fake.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the recent thing.
No, but you're saying I'm the first person to call it out. Yeah, if an apology has things in it that are actually like, wait a minute, this doesn't seem right, which I called out the first Wade apology. He went back and said,
but Kavos, I'm not talking about Wade. I'm talking about the mosque.
You're talking about me being the first to jump on when KSI makes an apology. That was your initial point, right?
Yes,
let me take over. Let me take over, Kavos. All right. I seen JJ like literally being like trying to apologize, trying to make amends for the slur and stuff. And then I see you like immediately right after being like, he's not actually sorry or whatever you said. Like, I don't know the exact
No,
thing,
I didn't say that. I didn't say he wasn't actually
something
sorry.
along those lines.
I said it looks like a PR stunt the way the video was shot.
Okay.
But the point is that you're the first.
So you can't criticize apologies, is your point?
No, you definitely can.
So
you definitely can, but it just on JJ, it just seems like you have a special hate on it.
You know why it seems like that now to all of you is because he has had to make more apologies in the last like couple weeks than he ever has had to.
No, but Kavos.
I mean, just on this one situation, he made like fucking 13 apologies. I mean, I'm not here to cancel a guy. I'm just gonna laugh at him for making 13 apologies.
Dude,
that's about it. But I mean, other than that,
Nicholas Diorio, who is on stage, and we'll let him talk after I'm done, made the funniest fucking tweet I've ever seen. It's like a joke tweet where he used AI technology to make images, and it's got JJ like crawling over hot coals, burning himself, saying, yeah, this is hot and this sucks, but not as bad as what I said. Like, it's so funny. Go ahead, Nick.
Yeah, I don't know. The thing it's really fucking funny. The stuff they did with him going to the mosque and stuff, even though he claims it like there were no cameras there for him on purpose or whatever, and everyone else just filmed. Dude, it looked like some shit from The Boys, where like Homelander accidentally I-beamed somebody in the Middle East, and then they made him go and do that for publicity. It was funny. I mean, people can laugh at it.
Man, I'm just saying it's hilarious. After he said the slur, went to the mosque, then he filmed an ISIS beheading tape, bro. That's a wild.
Jidion,
that's a wild
you gotta admit, this apology tour thing was like a horrible idea. Whoever made him do this,
I'm not gonna lie. Me personally, I would have just left it at the tweet. But you know what? If JJ thinks he needs to go above and beyond, you know, that's on him. Hey,
bro, at this point, the janitor's gonna have to be apologizing.
That nigga Harry's a fucking badass. That nigga said, fucking apology. I ain't saying
that
shit.
is so him though. That is Road to Shaw to the core, bro.
Wait, are you guys seeing the other people from Sidemen?
I fuck with Harry so much. That dude's tough.
Dude, there are people from Sidemen apologizing for being in the room where a slur was said.
Yeah, but to be fair, they were all laughing, Nick. They were all laughing.
Yeah, and they're laughing because like, oh, I didn't stop them. They're laughing because they also thought it was funny. So like, I mean, okay.
But let's not be hypocrites here, you know. Some things is like, oh man, they're being too soft, and then there's some things where we're just like, oh, how could you say that, you know? So we I feel like we as a generation have to make it be known. Are we gonna be soft, or are we gonna be like, fuck it, you can?
Bro,
say
I don't even care if he gets like canceled. Like, I don't want him to have his career gone. I mean, I think you can just like laugh at it, the absurdity of the apologies. But like I said, and I always maintain, he said sorry once, move on. And if people don't let you move on, fuck them, dude. They're never gonna be on your side. So fucking,
do you know how far removed we are from the year 2016, people? Because Leafy just got unbanned on Twitter, and I see his tweets, and I'm like sweating just reading that. Like, but that was totally normal just 5 years ago.
But it's just, you know what? You know the thing that I find the funniest is like, it's one thing if you change, niggas can change, you know, like people like iDubbbz, he changed. It is what it is, bro. People change, bro. But when you like condemn what you used to do and stuff like that, it's like, bro, like he's like, oh,
You mean like pull the ladder up and fucking make sure nobody else can do the same thing? Yeah, I know that's fucked up.
exactly. It's like, bro, like this nigga iDubbbz has so many people call me the hard R. I can't even tell you, bro. He had so many people in my school just straight up saying the hard R. I'm not saying like I was hurt by it or nothing, but this nigga had a direct influence on at least my school, and I bet you a lot of people in here can say the exact same thing. And so for him to like fucking kick somebody out for saying that they're gonna buy his girls OnlyFans, it's like, bro, come on, really?
Dude, I think we're all in agreement on that. I think this is the peace
Not
treaty
Kavos.
right
Kavos
here.
to say, Kavos will be like, no, you have to protect your queen at all times.
I already talked about it and agreed with it, so shut up.
No, Kavos is against
bad.
it. We're all
I missed that
against
episode.
Creator Clash and their horrible fucking move. And to anyone that like knows the story and wants a little update, like today, Froggy Fresh is sitting there like helping like a cancer patient, and this is the guy that they kicked off of a fucking charity boxing event.
Did you guys see Sam Hyde react to the Anissa's OnlyFans?
I have not.
No way.
That's fucking nuclear.
Keem, we have Harley listeners, by the way.
Yo, guys, I'm gonna dip. I think we've kind of covered everything, right?
Wait. Before you go.
I can't box at the same time, so you guys have to box first, and whoever wins, I'll box.
Before you go. Kavos, Jidion, you guys down to box in September?
If Kavos agrees not to make any money, I'm down.
No, I'm not agreeing to that.
Okay, well, do you want to do a sparring match, buddy?
Yeah.
Kavos, agree, because he can make money on sponsors though. Like,
why am I the only influencer to do influencer boxing?
Because you're gonna box
Jidion.
My name is promoting it. I'm the one that's gonna bring.
I don't care about fighting Jidion that badly. We only had beef today.
I'm the one that's bringing everything. The only thing I'm not gonna bring is
Kavos. Listen, even
fair.
if you fight him and you don't get a bag, you're gonna get a bag in the future because that's gonna be seen by so many fucking people.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah, I get that. But if I'm fighting on DAZN
right
Misfits, I'm not being the only person.
Use your
to not
business
get paid.
mind right now. Do not drop
bro,
the
you're paying him an exposure, bro.
Kavos, you won't be the only person. I'm not getting paid either.
You want me to get paid in exposure, Keem?
You're gonna get paid in the future.
Kavos, I won't get paid.
Man, sorry. All right,
Jidion,
I'm done.
You are gonna get paid in the future.
I'm going.
Hey,
right,
bro, why
bye-bye.
you ducking me, Kavos, why you ducking me? Stop ducking.
I'm not. I brought up fighting you.
I know, but now you're ducking. Now I'm about it. You're ducking.
You're not about it.
How am I not about it?
Dude, we said Creator Clash for 30 seconds, and Harley instantly joins the call.
Bro, Kavos, you are the one ducking here, so you can't say that he's not about it when you are the one ducking. Like you can't say.
I called him out to box. What are you talking about?
And I accepted it.
Yeah, and you said you can't get paid for it.
I don't want you having a purse.
So you're ducking because you're using a ridiculous excuse.
Jidion, I'm gonna text you a number that Kavos could potentially get paid, and I want you to say yes or no. Okay.
All right, let me see.
Well, I got offered a boxing fight before, and I know how much money that could have been, and that was nowhere near the fight this is. So.
Yeah, that.
Kavos, if that shit's over 500, like I want you.
Over what?
I'm fucking upset. If that's over 500, the offer, you better take it.
Jidion, say yes to that. Kavos gets paid that much. Say yes to that.
Get paid that much, bro?
Dude,
like even
say yes to that.
Jidion, do it for the culture, Jidion.
And then,
bro, that is me doing it for the culture. Is us not getting paid, bro? We need to bring back men just fighting out their issues.
Jidion, what happens when I knock you out though?
You don't get paid. That's what happens.
All right, do a whoever wins takes it all or whatever.
Yeah, no. Kavos, would you be down to fight Jidion if you got paid like, something relatively small? But you got paid something.
Keem, we can talk about this offline because clearly we can't actually.
Well, I'm going to text you the number.
All right, man. But I really am going to go now. I feel like we kind of said everything, right?
Fat duck.
Yeah, it's not a duck.
Quack.
Yeah. I brought it up. I brought up the fight, and the only reason he doesn't want to fight me is so I don't get
you're not from South London.
Clearly, I'm ducking. Yeah.
Wait, how tall is Kavos?
Wait.
6'3".
Wait, Kavos, you've been taxed.
And you bigger than me? You a big body, bro.
Yeah,
beat my ass.
Gotta take that, bro. Come on.
Beat my ass, bro. Come beat my ass.
It's not crazy money, but it's something. And if Jidion approves that, then I think we're good.
Kavos beat my ass.
All right, man. Keem, we'll talk about it
No,
more.
you
Yeah?
got the number.
I've been
Let
such
me
a naughty
know.
boy.
Is that?
I've been such a naughty boy. Beat my
Kavos,
ass,
just for
Kavos.
once, just have an
Kavos,
actual
you
stance.
got the
Just say,
number. Like
What do you
that's
mean
fair.
for once have a stance? This isn't how negotiations go with anything. Like,
That's
what are you
how it
talking
goes with
about?
me. I always do it in the public. I don't hide it.
Kavos, if I'm such a bitch, you would want to beat my ass for free.
But I don't hate you that much. We just had beef today.
Why do you even hate me? Like,
I don't hate you.
Okay, I don't hate you either.
No, don't start kissing. Don't start kissing. I want you two to box.
No, I'll still beat his ass, but I don't hate him.
Kavos, say yes to the number. I text you the number. You have the number. Say yes to the number. And Jidion, you approve that number, right?
If it's not a zero, if
we'll
you
see,
text him a
Keem. We'll
zero,
see.
Dude, that's actually a big chunk of money. It's not crazy, but it's a chunk of money.
Yeah, but we'll see. We'll see.
Well, that's probably more.
I'm down to fight though. End of the day, I'm just down to.
Oh my God, Kavos, this would change your life forever, and you get a bag. And like, if you beat Jidion, like you'll be a fucking superstar. And you're saying we'll talk? There's no way.
Well, we have to talk. Well, I can't just agree right now to everything.
Why? We're all here.
Why not just do it for charity?
We'll work out the details. Sure, we're gonna have to talk more.
Yeah, Kavos, let's donate all the money to charity.
I'm literally about to make a video right now.
Kavos, would you donate all the money to charity?
It's coming up right now.
Kavos, would you donate all the money to charity? Yes or no?
I'll donate some of it to charity. Yeah,
some of it. This nigga pulling an Amber Heard.
Kavos, say yes. Oh my God, say yes.
Why?
Keem, I'm down to box. I said this.
This
That's
nigga
the yes you're gonna get.
Why do every other creator gets to fight and make money, but I don't? But everybody on Creator Clash is fighting for a charity.
Yeah, I'm not fighting on Creator Clash.
You can't fight for a charity.
I'm not fighting with IW.
Jidion's stipulation is so simple to Kavos. He's like, look, I'm more popular than you. I don't want to give you a bag by fighting me. But Kavos is saying, I need to get paid something, right? So I figured out a number which is big to Kavos, but small to Jidion. So that's the happy medium. That's how we get this deal done. It's a big number to Kavos, but it's a small number to Jidion.
Nah, it's not big, mate.
That's the point. That it's a big number to him. I don't want him to make money off of me. That's what I don't.
Well, you don't have to fight me then, man. You don't have to do it. You don't have to do it. No one's forcing you.
Keem, pay.
Bro, I never. Bro, Kavos, you can't even say that. You asked me.
I know, but you can say no. If you hate me or not hate me, but if you don't like me so much that you don't need to make money,
Kavos,
you just say no.
Kavos. What if you got paid the amount that Deji made you pay in lawyer fees?
We've already said that. Keem already said that.
No, I would pay Kavos more than that. Way more than that. But it's not.
You're gonna get all that money back, bro. All that money that you were like talking about all that time that you got.
It's so funny, Packard, because he wouldn't even dare try to fight Deji.
Well, Deji's been boxing for ages, and I haven't, so no.
I wouldn't dare fight Deji.
Bro, I've been fucking Wii boxing my whole life. I'm about to beat your ass.
Nah, man, you definitely haven't.
I've been Wii boxing my whole life, bro. You ain't shit.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
You're not that guy, pal.
Wii boxing, Kavos. Wii boxing.
Oh, Wii boxing. Fair enough. We can have a Wii boxing match if you want.
All right, before we go, what are we gonna do to make things right with Creator Clash, though? Because like
all right, Keem, I'm dipping.
We're all on the same. We're all on the same page on that.
I feel like Harley should like take his spot out of Creator Clash.
Yeah, Harley needs to leave Creator Clash because it's obviously not.
You should just give it to Froggy Fresh.
All right, guys, I'm going. Good chat. Good chat.
Take it away from like what?
Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Cheers, man.
Kavos.
Oh, fuck you, man.
Kavos, you're a fucking pussy. Fuck you, Kavos, you dumb bitch. You dirty, disgusting, musty fucking rat. Fuck you, Kavos. I fucking hate you, and I will fucking knock you out if Jidion won't. I will fucking put you on the canvas. You little bitch.
Man, Packard, man, you used to be kind of cool. You're pretty cringe with space, man.
Real quick before you leave. Pack this nigga up.
Bro. Kavos, thank you for joining this. Okay, well, thank you, Kavos, for joining the space.
Oh, he did.
He's still here. Pack him up.
He's out, bro.
Oh no, you had plenty of
guys. Should we get Harley up here and just bully him? Cause like,
yes,
Harley's Twitter account is so embarrassing. I don't know what's going on. He's fighting with Tommy NC 2010. Like Harley, if you're listening right now, I promise you are doing a disservice to Creator Clash. Like,
bro, Harley's the fun. I don't think niggas realize that he's trolling. Like, there's no way he's trolling. He
is, but he isn't.
Add a speaker.
Well, this nigga was funny as fuck, man. At first, like, it was kind of getting under my skin, but then, like, I realized, I was like,
yeah,
bruh,
but he
I see
is,
the art
but he
behind it.
isn't.
That's so funny, Keem.
Dude, he's literally Sergeant
That's so
Hopper.
funny.
Somebody needs to take your Twitter account away, Harley.
While I'm on mute. That's funny. No, but be real. Be real. How many circles now? Is it a Twitter circle, a Twitter space?
Space.
How many of you spoke about? Thank you. How many
Just because
how many
it's
of you
like,
mentioned Creator Clash?
yeah, but it doesn't mean that
But you
people are
joined.
necessarily going to be watching it.
You don't think people are gonna watch that?
I'm gonna try my hardest to pirate it. I have Stream East ready to pirate.
According
Creator Clash.
according to iDubbbz and his wife, drama doesn't sell pay-per-views. That's what they said to me.
So okay, but if I'm talking to you, big brain Keemstar, Daniel Keem, I'm talking to you.
Yo, if you guys
What do
want to
you
watch
think?
Creator Clash 2, allegedly there's this website called Stream East that be streaming everything
Oh, that's
allegedly.
fucked up.
Shitting, it's for
Hey,
charity.
that's actually fucked up.
It's for
Harley,
charity.
Harley, you better get his ass. Don't let him
Bro,
do
this
that to you.
guy's
Allegedly,
disrespect-
I don't know.
He's
Harley, now he's
disrespecting.
fucking with your bag.
It's gonna be
He's
on there.
disrespecting this like it's like a Walmart employee in one of his videos. No respect over here.
Hey.
This is
Damn, that was
I
a
only disrespect
You know what it's
target
like?
employees.
It's kind of like you when you said you had 100K of Froggy boxes. I was thinking about it. It's like if there was a
Did
homeless.
Froggy box? Yes or no? Did Froggy box? Yes or no?
I don't know. I was just in the middle of saying something. It's kind of like if a homeless man was starving on the street and you had $100 bill for him, and you're like, "I got this for you. I don't need it. It's for you. You can have it." But you don't get it yet. Not until I get what I want. I know you're hungry.
Okay, I don't care about Harley. Gaming Witch, thank you for the 500. I truly appreciate it. Thank you.
Since
Not
you're so mad at me, why don't
charity.
you just?
I don't think charity
Why don't
works like
you
that.
just? Why don't you just spot the since iDubbbz
Who's
and his
talking
wife
right now? Is
didn't
that Jidion?
meet my conditions? Why don't you spot the
Is
100,000?
that you?
Since you care so
That's
much.
Jidion. Hold on.
Why don't you
Oh,
spot
it's
the
you.
100,000?
You sound different.
What
What
the
the hell
fuck
was
was
that? Not
that?
me. That was not for me.
What the fuck is going
Was
on?
that Keem?
What the fuck? Just Keem, you good, bro? Oh, it's the sound effect.
Nicholas.
Did Keem just get a soundboard
Dude,
on
I
Twitter?
just found the soundboard. I had no idea this thing even existed.
I thought one of your
Wait, how do you
girlfriends
get
got
that?
loose.
In every space, bro.
Oh,
So what's up? What's up? I didn't know. I actually didn't know Kavos was 6'3". I didn't know Jidion was 6'1".
Who said I was 6'1"?
You're not 6'1". How tall are you?
I'm just trying to figure out where you got my stats from.
Honestly, it's not that reliable. I did a quick Google and it was like the first thing, and I assumed.
I'm 5'4".
No, you're not, bro. You should be boxing Froggy Fresh. What are you doing? You could be putting on your own match.
Shit, put us back on Creator
Yo,
Clash.
Pat Guy,
Wait,
can you get
honestly,
Muta Hard back up here?
I wish I had the power for that.
Yeah,
I don't have that type of power though.
Bro, you tweet like you have the power. If anything, I thought you ran Creator
But you
Clash.
know why?
Low-key.
Because I'm the co-main event and it's for something important to me. So it's like super understandable why.
John Morrison's gonna beat that ass.
You think so?
That's my nigga, bro. I used to love him in WWE.
He's one of the best wrestlers of all time. I'm actually completely honored to get my ass beat by him. I'm gonna be serious though. You saw me on Twitter going, I've been a little cringe and a little crazy. I know. Guys, I've only been eating bison meat and hitting a fucking bag for hours every day. I actually have convinced myself I might go in there and beat up John Morrison.
What happens if you lose, Harley? Are you done boxing forever?
Honestly, yeah. And you know what sucks? I lose. I gotta hit you up. I gotta hit you up on Twitter and be like, damn, I know you don't have a deal for me now. And then I gotta hit you up offline on the text.
Yeah, but Harley,
man, I really
Harley,
up,
can we
didn't
talk
I?
about that deal? Okay, because I gotta ask you this question, right? So after Creator Clash 1, we were really excited. We wanted to foster a boxing career for Harley, get you into Happy Punch, get you onto Zone, all that. I was able to get you a bag that's way more than I think is the fair market price, and you said no, right?
I know.
And then you went back to box for free, which makes no sense because
not technically not for free. I got to be transparent. I do get a boxing salary to pay for training and stuff.
Okay, but my point is this: if Creator
Clash, it was much smaller from what you offered me. You did offer me something quite generous, actually, considering where the clout of my channel is currently at.
But my point is this, Harley: if Creator Clash is really just about charity, if Harley is really just about charity, you could have taken the money that we were offering to pay you, and you could have donated that all to charity, and that would have been way more than you're ever going to raise for Creator Clash. Way more.
Well, I don't know about that.
Well, I
don't
know that for a fact. Like, I got the
I don't
numbers, I got
know.
the stats.
Yeah, I mean, the last one raised far more than what you offered me.
Yeah,
by
it was a
tens.
bunch. No, the last one raised $1 million to charity, correct?
Yeah, higher
than that. How many fighters were on that card?
Like 37 or something.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You split $1 million between all the people that are involved. Harley is not making over $100,000, and we offered you over $100,000 for a fight. You could have donated that to charity and did more for charity by doing the boxing
Well, I don't
match
know if
with
you
us.
could really. I don't know if you could really quantify that. I don't know if that's a quantifiable amount per se, but I do know for my endeavor on one night, I could have made 1 point whatever mil for charity along with others, or for my one night endeavor, I could have made 100K something with you. So it sounds less when I word it in my head, and I can't really quantify it the way you want me to. But to be honest with you, Creator Clash is great, and the event that you put on, I was happy that I didn't do it. It did look, you are an honest guy. You could be honest. It was kind of bunk, right?
No, our event was amazing. What are you talking about?
What?
You're talking about the event with Sam High?
You thought it was better. He was the best. I love Salt Pappy. Like, listen, you're talking to a fan of the YouTube boxing before I ever wanted to do it. So I like it. But in comparison to Creator Clash, I thought Creator Clash was a far greater event.
Well,
you don't.
Nobody wants to watch fucking Creator Clash where all the fighters that before the fucking fights start go, damn man, I can't wait to go out there and get my fucking ass kicked. Like, I mean, you guys don't even try to pretend like you have any sort of like.
I don't think so. Everyone's like that. You know, Michael Reeves. I spoke to Michael Reeves before Creator Clash 1, and he was like, "I'm gonna beat him up. I'm gonna."
Yeah, are you allowed to do that? Wouldn't that go against the moral contract that they signed?
Yeah, we got to keep everybody safe.
I told Aaron that I was something about coming on my own belly button and sipping it out of a straw. His fans draw pictures of dogs fucking. Like, I said all of that last year.
Well, Froggy Fresh just said he was going to sign, like, sub to an OnlyFans, and he got kicked off. So how are you allowed to say that?
He said that to his opponent?
Yeah.
Oh, he said that to Chris? Oh, I didn't know Chris. You saying Chris has an OnlyFans?
No, he was saying it to Chris's girlfriend, Anissa. That's the joke.
Keemstar, I want to say something.
That doesn't make sense.
Everybody in this space right now, I will give whoever ratio. Ooh, let's see. Well, how should I do this?
Well,
okay.
Think about what you want to say first.
Whoever gets a fat ratio on Kavos first, you'll get $500. So just go to his page and hit him with a quick ratio, and I'll sell you $500. I just want like fucking 2,000 people to just ratio him. I just think that'll be funny. Like, he'll just wake up and he'll be like 2x ratioed. I don't know. Okay, but I'm leaving.
Okay, bye.
Keem.
Yeah.
Get him to fight me,
give
bro.
me the $500 because I just ratioed him.
You did. That's why I was like, whoever gets a ratio first. But then I was like, nah, everybody's gonna get a ratio first. So I was like, whoever gets a fat one. So when I wake up in the morning, whoever's like a fat mean ratio on him, I'll send them $500.
Is Kavos bigger than you?
Yeah, he actually is.
No, he's not.
You look strong. You play.
I'm not, bro.
You never played football?
Bro, do you not see my videos, bro? Like, I'm over here like fucking with people and stuff like that. Like, I'm really a pussy. I'm not even lying.
Bro, you should be in Creator Clash. You got perfect attitude. I'm Misfits and Happy Punch. You to Creator Clash.
Misfits and Happy Punch only.
What?
Misfits and Happy Punch only, man.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
Jidion's a Happy Punch fighter.
Obviously you own Happy Punch, right, Jidion?
I'm a what? I think I'm a 1%. I'm a 1%.
You must get to be exclusive to Happy Punch. You must own something.
I own one. I'm not even joking.
It has to be significant.
He's answering your question, Harley.
I own 1% of Happy Punch.
That's a lie.
That is the truth. That is
1% of Happy Punch.
I own 1%.
You're fucking Samsung.
I own 1%.
That is the truth.
He does not. Jidion doesn't own 1%.
Hey, but you know what's crazy?
Not 1%.
That's 1%
though,
more
right?
than you own of Creator Clash.
It is. I don't own anything of Creator Clash, but you own 1%.
You ride so hard. That's crazy.
But you own 1% of Happy Punch for real. You didn't get any cash up front, and you're like exclusive like that to
Bro, that's how much I believe in Happy Punch. I didn't even need to get cash up front.
But how much do you believe in yourself? Like, I could have got you a better deal, bro.
What are you talking about? You
It sounds
fight
like
for
you just
free,
pummeled
Harley.
people.
You don't get paid. What are you
but
talking
like
about?
the 150K that I said no to is already worth more than 1% of Happy Punch.
No, it's not. Are you insane?
Well, okay, how much is Happy Punch worth?
I mean, I don't know I don't know at that like right at this moment. I don't know the value of my company, but it's worth a lot more than that.
How much though?
I have no idea. We have to like get a team.
150K? What's 150K times 100? 150K 100 times.
What, 10 million?
15
mil, something like that.
Happy Punch is worth 15 mil? Is it dependent on Misfits? It's the existence of Happy Punch? Is it dependent? Like,
Yo,
does
Harley,
Jidion have 1%?
why you sound like a grade A hater?
Yeah, dude.
No, I swear to God. Yo, I'm actually looking out for you. I actually promise. Seriously.
Everything aside. How are you looking out for him? What?
Everything aside, if I were Jidion, I don't think I would take 1% of anything. The amount of clout that guy has, there isn't one thing I would take 1% of unless it's an established major name brand. Why would he be exclusive for 1%? That's insane.
Bro, does iDubbbz have you on the fucking
fight
payroll?
for free. What are you talking about? You literally fight for free.
But
you don't get paid anything.
First of
What
all,
are you
conflict of
actually
interest. Because
saying?
if you did actually make this deal with Jidion, I'm going to hit you up on the side and I'm going to be like, that's fucking huge, bro. That's crazy. Because the 1% deal, I literally think I cannot express enough. I think a 1% deal of Happy Punch to Jidion is outlandish.
Harley,
I do. I'm not saying it as a hater. I swear to God, if I were to ever fabricate a deal and send it to someone like Jidion, I would never send him something that said 1%.
Harley, did you take one too many punches in sparring? What the fuck are you talking about?
You're not making
keep
sense.
track. What doesn't make
Jidion
sense?
came to
What's
me.
not making sense?
Jidion came to me and he said, Keem, I want a box. Like, get me in this world type of shit. And I said, 100%. We'll get behind you. We'll get you a fight. This, that. And I said, because you're like signed to our brand and you're such a big sign on, I want to give you a piece of the company. And like that's basically how it played out. Jidion hasn't even fought yet. Anyone.
Is Jidion a big deal?
Yes, he is very much.
He's a huge deal. I know, Jidion, I do think you are a very huge deal, actually. And I would absolutely say that if I were you, I would have never taken any 1% deal. And if I took a 1%, I sure as shit would
he
be
didn't ask
exclusive
for
to
anything.
Harley,
Do
you know that's exactly
saying?
what
This was not a business deal. This was like homies talking about wanting to do some cool shit, creator on creator.
And he never asked where the other 99% is, that he's going to be exclusive to this company.
Harley,
oh my God.
Exactly.
Why is everyone
you own nothing of creator class?
Exactly what he said to Jobs when he made Apple. He said 1%. 1%, that's nothing. And now that 1% is billions.
That's what I said. I said, so Keem thinks it's Samsung. That was the first thing I said. You think Happy Punch is Samsung? You think it's Apple?
1% Happy Punch 10 years from now would pull your entire family.
Yeah, but if I were Jidion, I'm not talking 10 years from now. I'm talking right now when the shit's popping off. You want me exclusive? I'd be like,
this
Jidion,
is
bro,
just the
10%.
beginning, Harley. This is just the beginning. You could have been, Harley, you had an opportunity to be a multi-platform fighter, right? You could have fought on DAZN and Creator Clash. You could have, this could have been a thing for you.
Can I tell you something, Keem? I got to tell you something, and this is to absolutely every single person in here listening. I've been doing this for 12 years. I sound like I'm going crazy on Twitter. I'm trying to promote my fight, absolutely. 100%, guys. I promise all of you, before I did this, I was a teacher. I got into this life and I've looked at a million deals and contracts. I promise you, if you are ever offered a deal by anyone, especially Keemstar, feel free to consult me, because I cannot express enough. His 150K deal was not that good. And you look at me and you're probably like, that Epic Mealtime guy fucking needs clout. He needs it right now. I don't. And you know who doesn't need a 1% deal? Someone like Jidion. I promise
you fight for free
to anyone. That's right. I fight for free. Yeah, and you're the one who has a conflict of interest in this conversation.
Bro, you're talking about contracts. Somebody got tossed from your promotion for a fucking joke.
Not my promotion. That's not my promotion.
Oh, I'm sorry. You've been defending them tooth and nail. I assumed you're on the payroll. Did you skip out on Keems because you got the call? Is that why you didn't fight for Happy Punch?
No, I'm the co-main event. That's why it's important to me. And
it's for important a charity, to you, or it's important to them?
It's important to me. So I'm sure it's important to them too.
Obviously. And by the
way, is that why you're
Harley,
coming on here talking shit about Keem's promotion?
Harley, just
because of your love for Happy Punch or your love for Creator Clash?
Nicholas, you brought it up yourself. You summoned me.
I do business with.
Spoke about my card. You spoke about my
Harley,
car.
hello, Harley. I do business with so many different content creators. Like, it's insane. If you knew the amount of
If
business
any of them are here listening out of the
and you've
thousands,
never
guys, I will
heard.
consult for you for free. You don't even have
If
to
I
tell
could finish
Keem.
what I was
Message me
saying,
secretly. I
Harley,
just
if I
want
could
them to
finish
know
what I
that.
was saying, I have never been exposed as, oh, Keemstar screwed me over. Keemstar didn't do right for me.
I didn't say
Keemstar
I
didn't
didn't say
pay me.
either of those. I didn't say either of those. I just say it's a shitty deal for Jidion. Do you
That's
swear on your
I've
life
been
you
exposed
actually
for
have Jidion?
everything under the
Yo,
sun. No
Jidion,
one
that
has
signing
ever
Exclusive for
bonus you
exposed
got
me
1%?
for bad
scammed, bro.
business.
Do you really have Jidion exclusive for 1% of your boxing promotion that's literally dependent on another company? It depends on Misfits.
No, it doesn't.
And the
How?
zone. And the zone. If there's no the zone or no Misfits, you don't really have anything that exciting.
There's
So
boxing
please,
matches all the time. What are you talking about? There's Kingpin. Are you really a fan of
you
influencer
think he
boxing?
wants to box many times?
I'm sorry, what?
You think he wants to box many times? He's Jidion. He has a lot of clout. Did you
No.
promise me?
See, this
Promise
is
me you're
what you
not
did in the
trolling me before
first
I
place.
continue.
You
Promise
make
me you're
one
not trolling
point,
me.
then someone tries to counter that point, and then you move on to the next point. Like, stay with this one point.
Okay,
You said
promise
if
me though you're not
Misfits
trolling,
didn't
right?
exist, I'm sorry, stop. You said if Misfits didn't exist, that my company wouldn't exist. That is false. Happy Punch was created and started prior to Misfits even existing. We already had a multi-million-dollar deal with Triller, right? Which they never went forward with their event. So then we moved to whatever was going on at that time. That was Misfits, right? Me and Fuzi, who launched this company, already did a deal before with Social Gloves, right? Like, what are you talking about? Like, if Misfits didn't exist, Happy Punch would 100% still exist. It would cover
I
news,
think
it would represent fighters,
I
and
think
we'd
you're
be involved in
the
multiple events.
valuation.
You don't know what you're talking about.
I know, but the $15 million valuation that you made up earlier, that number.
No, you made that up. I didn't say a number.
Bro, I feel like I'm on fucking Shark
No,
Tank.
we used it as an example. We said 1% was 150K. You used it as an
I
example.
told you I didn't know the
150K.
I didn't know the
said the
current
150K
valuation of my company. That's exactly what I told you.
But you said that the 150K you offered me, that's more. That's Jidion's 1% is worth more than that. And I disagree with you.
I didn't say that. I was confused on what you were saying. And you asked me what the valuation of my company was, which I told you I don't know at the current moment.
So now that you know what I'm saying, you offered me 150K. Did you offer Jidion 150K and 1%
okay,
or just
listen,
1%?
Harley, you're comparing apples to oranges. You're saying.
I know.
Stop. Let me answer the question.
And Jidion
Harley,
is a
let
brand
me
new
answer the
apple.
question. Harley, let me answer the question.
Okay.
You're saying that you were going to be offered $150,000, and that wouldn't even equal to the 1% of the company. But if Jidion were to fight, he doesn't just get 1% of the company; he gets a giant fucking bag too. It's not just 1% of the company to fight, and then he's not getting paid. Like, so
I would have not signed with you.
Apples
I would have
to
not signed with
oranges.
you until I got that bag first and the 1%.
He doesn't even have a fight set up
You want
yet.
your fight first before you fight? What are you?
Oh my God, Harley, my brain hurts.
Promise
Are you
you're
trolling?
really
Are you fucking
No,
trolling?
I swear to God, guys, everyone listening, you are seriously devaluing someone like Jidion. I promise you. Yes, he can get a bag up front before a fight is locked in, and he deserves more than 1% of this company that just started that depends on people like Jidion. I promise you guys, I'm not crazy for saying this. That is a bad deal.
This is coming from the guy who fights for free twice, 2 years in a row.
Yeah, or you could listen to the guy who made the deal and ask yourself who has a conflict of interest. Me, who said no to his 150K deal, or him, who's trying to make shitty deals with you guys out there. Hit me up. I promise you, I will give you any consultation for free. Don't even let Keem know that you messaged me. And I'm not
who
a
I did a
gotcha
shitty
YouTuber.
deal with.
I'll never screenshot DMs. Jidion. I've never heard of you making a shitty deal other than the Jidion. The 150K to me was actually, I agree with you, it was quite generous.
Yeah, okay.
The 1% to Jidion for him to be claiming
so
exclusivity
you're now
on a Twitter
saying,
space.
You're now saying it's a very generous offer.
I would never claim allegiance to you, Keem, if I were Jidion for 1%. That's
You're
wild.
now saying that the 150 is a very generous offer, but then earlier in this call, you said it was a bad offer.
The views ain't popping like they used to, but I'm not Jidion. If I were Jidion, yeah. That 150K is a deal for Harley. That's a deal
Harley,
for
do you think if Jidion boxes, he's only going to get 150K? Do you think that's really what's going to happen?
I don't know. All I know is he has 0 right now. That's what's
Because he
freaking me out.
hasn't
He has
fought.
0.
Oh my god, this is so frustrating. Harley, fuck
So
off.
why is he out
Harley,
here
fuck
claiming
off.
that? Oh, you
He
are
has no
okay. You're
fight
mad.
set up.
Well, that's your fault,
No,
buddy.
it's not.
Bring him a fight.
No, it's
Bring him
not.
cash. Well, don't you own Happy Punch? What are you talking about? No, it's not. Who's
Dude,
gonna do
when
it then?
Jidion wants to set up a fight, we're gonna set up a fight.
So he doesn't want to set up a fight? Why would he take this deal that's dependent on him getting a fight?
No.
All right.
He's out here trying to fight
I think we're
Kavos.
just talking
Kavos doesn't want to fight him.
I don't think we're getting anywhere
You're
with this.
driving me nuts. You're driving
Honestly,
me nuts.
dude, no, I think
you're
Harley
being
makes a good
dense on
argument.
purpose.
Jidion should fight in Creator Clash. You should get trained by Sam Hyde.
You're allowed to do that, by the way.
No, you're not.
Yeah, you
You're
are.
clearly not. Then why
Harley,
did you
No,
look-
you are.
Harley, the minute Froggy Fresh got retweeted by Sam Hyde, iDubbbz called him. Anissa started texting, "Are you okay?" So
Yeah,
you're
I'm
not
ca- I'm
allowed
ca-
to train with Sam Hyde. Be
I'm
real.
calm now compared to the last time. You are allowed to train with Sam Hyde.
Why can't you just be honest about that?
Because nothing in the contract said that, and Froggy Fresh didn't get removed.
But you
training with
aren't.
Sam
But
Hyde.
can you agree that you aren't allowed to make jokes about the OnlyFans? At least
I think that if you allowed a storm of events to occur, then it might it played out badly. Would I have done it like that myself?
All right, I'm not
No,
gonna
I
lie.
could have
I'm
been
gonna head
worse.
out. Shout out.
All right, man. You hit me up if you ever need it. I know people are playing it down right now. Promise you, I've seen many contracts in the 12 years I've done this. I was joking around with you. I would absolutely consult for anyone for free, yourself included.
Hey,
That
man,
was
that's
a
love,
terrible
bro.
deal.
Appreciate
It
that,
sounds
Harley.
like.
That's love.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Hey, you guys all be safe, man. Everybody in
You too.
the thing, y'all be sure to get
good
some
night,
rest.
man.
Good night.
So
You're allowed to train with Sam Hyde.
yeah, you're not. You're definitely not.
Yeah, no, you are. You are. I did.
You did, and then it was a problem.
No, it wasn't.
Then why did Sam Hyde get banned from the event?
That was Creator Clash 1.
Yeah,
He got banned
Harley,
from the
we know
event.
that. But why was your trainer banned from the event?
So he was never going to corner for me at that event.
Why
He
was
was
your
gonna train
trainer
with me.
banned from the event from even attending?
So I had 2 trainers. So I saw Sam for about 2.5 weeks in an intense camp. It was incredible. I had another trainer that I saw for months. That trainer is a boxing coach who corners
You're
for
not
many
answering my
professionals.
question. Why was one of your trainers, Sam Hyde, banned from the event if it wasn't a problem?
Because him and iDubbbz don't
Exactly.
like each other.
So training with Sam Hyde is a problem.
No, it's not.
Then
You're
why?
allowed
Okay,
to
then
train
answer
with
this.
him.
Why did iDubbbz call Froggy Fresh, all right, and ask him like, "How do you know Sam Hyde?" and start interrogating him?
Because he was probably like nervous that one of his fighters was now going to train with a guy that he does not like.
Because it's a problem, right?
Hold up, Harley.
No, but you're allowed to do that, but he's also just allowed to inquire. And he called up Froggy. I thought it was a transparency thing. From what I've heard, he was like, "Hey, just so you know, I kind of don't have a good relationship with Sam." And Froggy was like, "Well, that's a you problem."
Harley, can I ask you a question?
And then and that's true. And then they got off the phone, and Froggy was still on the card.
Harley, can I just ask you a question real quick?
Yeah.
So, obviously when you talk about charity, right? When you think of like what even is the point about charity in the first place? It's about bringing more good to the world, right? To help people who need it, right? To bring people up that are down, right? We could both kind of agree.
Yeah,
on
that sounds about right.
So I think that in a way, the fact that this is a charity event and what happened to Froggy Fresh almost makes everything way worse than if it wasn't a charity event and it was solely business based, because you're basically shitting all over some dude who spent all this time and all this energy preparing for this thing. You're basically doing the opposite of what the event is supposed to do. The whole point of the event is supposed to bring good to the world, and you're basically taking this guy, Froggy Fresh, and you're just shitting all over him. And I think that's why people have such a big problem with it, because it kind of goes against the entire like nature of the whole thing. Do you know what I mean at all?
Yeah, I do. I understand. I've spoke to a lot of people and I've seen a lot of tweets, and I totally grasp where everyone's coming from. To be honest, I grasped it from the beginning where a lot of people were coming from.
Then why don't you go
I
talk
just
to your
also
overlords
say-
and tell them they're wrong?
Because Keem, don't be silly right now. Okay? The tone is set nicely and I like it. So don't be Keemstar right now. Okay? I would say that I really believe that From their perspective, I can see it. From Froggy's perspective, I can see it. From a
Yeah, but
fan
what's
who
the
wanted to
solution?
see, Froggy box, I could also see it. I see all of it. And then I also have this minutia of knowing every single person personally. And it was one of those things where the type of person I am is when I saw Froggy first tweet, I should have texted him. But I didn't want to like mess with their shit or whatever they're doing, you know, and I
Yeah,
didn't
you
want
already all
to
said this, but the point
I
is,
should
like,
have
if
hit him.
it's
I
really for
should have hit him
charity,
up and been
why don't
like,
you go to
"Yo,
your overlords and tell them to change their mind?
don't do that, Keem. Don't do that.
You're telling, okay,
I see
you
what
just
you're
got done accusing me of
doing. Okay.
scamming Jidion. Like, what the fuck? I'm
Bad. No, great deal. Now that he's not here, insane, dude. Insane. Please
Dude, I
let
don't
me
even
see
know
the
if Jidion's
contract
ever gonna
as a friend.
box. It's just like he's my boy.
Then that's even
Harley.
crazier. You signed him
I
to
know you're trying to
$0
I
flare
mean,
the
like, why
well.
would you pay
boxing.
somebody for a fight that didn't happen? He's got equity in the company
Yeah,
for now, right?
basically.
But because you know why? Because someone like Jidion, if he says something, when you have that type of clout, if you say something, that is valuable in itself. It is
But
truly
he doesn't
valuable.
even like
There,
really promote the
Harley,
company or whatever, and I don't
he
ask
just
him
claimed
to.
allegiance to you
And I
here.
don't ask
He
him
just
Harley,
to.
do
did
you
it
think
to
him
you right
saying
now.
that? Harley, do you think him saying that in a Twitter space with like 2,000 people is worth more than $150,000?
Yeah, I had no idea that
No,
Jidion was even on Happy Punch until like literally this hour.
I didn't know that
And
either,
we
and I'm
don't really
shocked
make
that
a
there's a
big deal
deal.
about it either. Because
The only thing I can hope for is that
when Jidion is down
I
to
feel like
box,
he
we're gonna
didn't
set up that
commit to
boxing
it.
match. He's gonna get a giant bag, and he's
You
gonna
didn't sign
fight for Happy
paperwork, right?
Punch, which he owns.
That's why
Appointed.
you didn't like me talking and you raised your voice really because you didn't sign paperwork with him, eh? It's just like a verbal deal or like in a Twitter or something, a DM.
Dude, what is your deal with fucking Creator
Makes sense.
Clash?
It makes sense.
What is your deal
I
with
actually
Creator
understand
Clash?
now. I get it. So you don't have a deal. You have a nice
Dude,
little
Creator
verbal
Clash
thing.
cut some good deals. I know they don't like pay their fighters because their fighters do charity, but like I did hear the.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Do you have a contract, Keem? Yeah, like a written one, right?
Of course.
Okay.
Shot.
I guess we're gonna have to. I mean, that's
We
literally
do.
your word
I
against
know.
his. I don't know.
I feel you. Yes, we do have to take Keemstar's word on this. That's all we have to go on.
Well,
right
as someone who's worked with Keem, I can like actually, vouch that he does like do contracts pretty soon, and he kind of gets right on it. That's just my experience, but
yeah. But you are on the podcast immediately, so that had to happen. Jidion, if he doesn't fight, I wonder if there is a contract until he fights. It doesn't matter. All that is silly.
If Jidion never fights, he's still going to own 1% of Happy Punch because he was like the second or third fighter that we signed. He came to me, said he wanted to fight. He just didn't know when. And I said, well, this is going to be such a big deal for us. And I was given Jidion YouTube advice on what to do when you cut deals. And some of the advice I gave him is always try to get some equity in companies, right? And so I said, like, to show you how this works, I'm going to give you a point in Happy Punch.
But you're giving him tips on contracts, and you're the guy that gives him a contract. The first tip you should have given him is call a lawyer. Don't trust me. Don't trust anyone. Don't even trust
He
a
does
family
have a
member.
lawyer,
Call
and he
a
has
lawyer.
his own lawyer. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Bro, when did you get so good with contracts? In Space Number 1, you were like, bro, I don't even know what I signed. It was like a basic boxing contract.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
Oh, come on. You didn't know what you even signed the first
Wait,
time.
That's not what I said.
I think the assumption is everyone in the
Harley,
space who's large and has a lawyer, right?
I never said
Harley,
that, though.
time out.
But can I correct him?
Harley,
Because
time
he's
out.
wrong.
You've now hit me with the allegation that I should have told Jidion to get lawyers and whatnot. I did.
No, just because you said that you give him tips on contracts. I just thought it was funny. It wasn't like a major accusation of sorts.
Okay, when you're doing
a
YouTube deal and you like the product and you like the company that you're working with, but they're relatively small or just starting or something like that, you should ask for equity. That was the advice that I gave him. And because I just gave him that advice like 2 weeks before he hit me up about boxing, I gave him a point in the company. And this was like a year ago.
Is he allowed to be a part of another boxing promotion?
Of course.
Or is that exclusive?
Of course.
Oh, okay, it's not exclusive. It's just a free 1%.
Of course. Yeah.
Okay, that's different. That's very different.
If Jidion wanted to fight in Creator Clash, he would.
Yeah, because he said that he would only. I asked him that specifically, and he said only Happy Punch and
but he's
Misfits.
just
He
saying
said
that.
that.
He's just saying that
Oh, okay.
because he's like a
That's
fucking
different. No, that is
KSI fan.
actually
Listen,
that is very different. If it's non-exclusive, then it's totally different. I thought he was exclusive to Happy
that's
Punch.
not even how Happy
Then,
Punch works. Our fighters can fight anywhere, whenever.
yeah.
But
Well, because I was confused. You said Misfits.
But Jidion, you
and
got to
Happy
understand,
Punch.
Harley. Jidion is a big fan of KSI, right? KSI owns Misfits, right? He's a big fan and fucking, he's my boy, right? I own Happy Punch. Like, that's why he's saying, like, fucking, I will only fuck with Happy Punch and Misfits. Like, that's why he's saying that.
Okay. You asked why I wouldn't ask Ian to change the thing like that. I think a lot of people assume Creator Clash is an event that's kind of, iDubbbz' new thing that he's doing. He was doing this controversial stuff, and then he was doing documentaries. Now he's doing Creator Clash. Creator Clash 1 was such a thing that Creator Clash 2 is kind of a different entity. I would be really bad at this. As you guys have noticed, I can get a little hot and excited and cringe. Ian seems to be far more stoic of a person, but it's not just him. So when you're like, why doesn't Ian why doesn't it? There's not only him and all the people putting it on, but this has a PR company attached to it, and they might not know the
Waste of
internet
money.
like we all do,
Giant
right?
waste
Trust
of
me,
money.
that's a
Bro,
whole.
you
I
got
agree
here
with
on
you
Three
there
Spaces.
to an
The PR
extent.
team needs to be fired.
To an
By the way,
extent, I might agree with
Harley.
you. I might agree with you. Just real quick, it's in the internet space. The optics have not been ideal.
Okay, then I got to respond to this.
But
I got to
outside,
respond to this.
but real quick, when you have like a PR team, when you have all these people, when you hire them, not just that a really crazy wild card to deal with, is you also have other creators. There are other people boxing in this, and you only get me. And I'm going to be honest, like I look through the chat. I watch a lot of these people.
I thought this was going to be a
watch
real
lot
quick
of them.
thing. My point is this: if this is for charity, why the fuck are they spending money with a PR company? That's stupid, and they're obviously
No, that's
not doing the right
stupid.
thing.
That's a stupid thing to say. You spend money to make money.
They ain't
but why
making money
hiring
off those
PR,
statements that they put on the
company?
Twitter.
Hiring PR is valuable.
No,
Like maybe they
no, it's
didn't send
not.
out
It's
the
never
best.
been.
Sure, maybe they didn't send out the best tweet, but there are other aspects to the PR that you might not be experiencing.
Explain
Tickets being sold, their aspect. It's just PR. It's a 360-degree thing. It's not just they run the
PR
Twitter.
is the biggest scam in this entire industry, especially online. You know what PR companies had value is when there was
are you mentioning the PR does like ad sales and everything too? Like, is that also what they're taking care of?
From the people that I've spoke with, I've seen like that there are a lot of moving parts in this one. So it goes their PR. I would just assume is that of a concert, like a big concert from a band that's happening. It's a very huge arena. The Hamley Arena is where the Tampa Bay Lightning play. This is, I think this is the biggest social media influencer boxing arena to be sold since Logan versus KSI, not counting like a Jake Paul thing where he boxed like a real guy or a UFC guy.
Yeah, but PR is
huge,
very, very valuable and important back in the day where celebrities didn't have contact with their fans. They would have PR people, right? To get them in line and get messaging out right. But when you're talking about like internet personalities, you don't need PR. PR is just a giant waste. And every time a PR statement hits online, everyone knows it's PR bullshit and they dunk on it.
That for sure, I agree. Listen, the PR and the way they approach the internet, and we all know no one's going to ever be able to keep up with the commentary space.
So that
and
money
a PR
could go to
company.
charity.
There's too much things going on there. But like I said, that's one thing. They don't just run a Twitter account. PR companies do way more than that.
No, the PR company's not even running the Twitter.
I was interviewed by NBC yesterday. Like that. There's a thing.
Yeah, but who's watching NBC? Are you
people,
joking?
But I'll tell you, there's people at NBC or whoever that looks at that or anything like that. They're also not in my mentions calling me a Jew. So it's a different circle. That's a different place. So the PR does more than just run a Twitter account.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is everyone's
annoying.
like, fucking Ian, oh my God, Anissa, oh my God. there's so many more pieces than just those two. Like Ian can't do like what I want him to do. I'm like, bro, he could. If I were Ian, bro, I'd make a content cop that's so disgusting it'd be on rumble.com and be insane.
But you wouldn't bring Froggy Fresh back.
I think about
Harley,
that.
can we forward up
be,
to the
it would
point?
Be
Is
completely
NBC
different.
mad about the OnlyFans joke, or is Anissa Jamha mad about the OnlyFans joke?
Uh-oh, you got him there.
I was leaving space because I assumed that people were going to be laughing that were listening, and I didn't want to start talking when everyone was laughing. So I gave some space there.
I'm just wondering, what the fuck are you like? What is this whole? What's the point of this speech? Where are you going with it?
I'm filling Keem in that PR doesn't just run a Twitter, dude. It's been so simple to track. You have to listen. You have to pay attention.
But Harley,
I'm talking calmly.
Harley,
but what does that matter? Like, what's the point? Like, who cares?
Keem said that PR is a waste of money. He said that about.
Wait, why are we talking about PR? Can we go back even further?
Because
What's
Keem
the point of the PR discussion?
Keem said, I don't know why I'm dragging you through the conversation you're listening to. Keem said that PR is a waste of money and they should have spent it on charity. I said you spend money to get a bigger audience.
Wait, why are we talking about PR at all?
No, you're doing this wrong. Let me do the summary. Let me do the summary. I told Harley that he needs to go and talk to iDubbbz and Anissa to get Froggy Fresh back. Harley's response is, well, there's a lot of people involved, the PR, da-da-da-da. Nick is basically telling you, wait, so did PR and all these other people, they're the ones that kicked Froggy Fresh off, or was it Anissa?
They consider everyone's opinion. Everyone's opinion. People like it's something like, and I don't know everyone's opinion, but I would assume that there are people on the card that maybe don't like the jokes that were made, or don't like the energy of it.
Well, so here's my thing with PR. Here's one of my things about PR. You're making PR sound like it's kind of a ad sales department, or like fucking, you know, they're sort of running advertising for the event as well. Because like for the PR team to be effective, it should be on top of these developing issues, right? Like you said, they can't keep up with commentary channels.
Well, that's
I actually fully agree. They move too fast.
Yeah.
Like they move way too fast. But it's like with the situation as it is right now, like the PR team seems like woefully like fucking missing after their one big like, you know, AI generated statement. That's one of the problems.
That's because they're booking interviews on NBC. Apparently this PR team is the promotion for the event. It's like human resources with the fighters. This PR team is doing fucking everything based on what Harley's saying.
No, I was just saying what I was trying to illustrate is that there's a lot of jobs at stake. A lot of people work in this, and a lot of people are making this event happen, and I do think it's a great event, and I think it'll be a success. All I'm saying is that it's not like a unilateral decision. Like, and that's why I said I'd be bad at it, because I'm that type of guy that's in here just blabbing. He can't just do what he wants. You know, there are lots of people to consider, and he is a very considerate guy and an excellent guy to work with. He fully knows that Sam Hyde is someone I speak to. He knows that, you know. He doesn't treat me differently for that. When he called Froggy and he was like, "Oh, I don't like Sam," you know, Froggy had said that he was like, "Well, that's like a you problem." Froggy was still on the card after that. I guess maybe because, you know, thinking about it now, he was banned from the first event. Maybe there's an element of him being worried that he would try to come to the next event or something. And then there's a tweet going around. You know, Sam, listen, I know Sam, he gave me a lot of his time. He really helped me. Sam says some fucking crazy shit, but I've never seen him do crazy shit. So, I mean, like he does it and he says all that stuff. And like, you know, Sam's a guy I will still ask for advice on things. In a fight or outside of a fight, whatever it is. I squashed the beef with Froggy. You know, I wish Ian the best on the event, and I know he's probably got a lot on his plate, but you guys got to understand, he has to consider other people. It's not a unilateral thing. He's not the one just making a call and flipping a switch.
Like his wife?
For one, yeah, a partner, if you value them, I'm sure you consider their opinion too, right? If you marry someone and they're going to be
Harley,
with them,
she made the decision. Harley, she made the decision. I simply covered the stuff that Froggy Fresh was saying, right, on Twitter, like
you said she blocked you.
and she blocked me. She is the one.
But can you not understand that if you were covering someone committing to something that has been some shit that she's been dealing with for a couple of years now, is it not okay for her to just not want to see it? She didn't even come at you. I came at you way worse, like, you know.
Hold
but
on, you're missing
she
the
could
point.
have that. Okay, yeah.
You're missing the point. My point is she is the one that made the decision to kick Froggy Fresh off.
No, I don't think so. That she cannot make. Well, I mean, I don't think she made a unilateral decision.
So who do you think made the decision then?
She made the decision. I know that because she blocked me. So obviously she was upset by it.
Well, listen, when I first, this is where I got a lot of shit the last time, but I'm far more calm this time. When I saw the tweet where Froggy said the OnlyFans thing, I kind of like perked up because I was like, whoa, because it was just a weird thing for him to say. That wasn't the biggest deal to me. You know, I didn't know what Anita had gone through when he said that, but I already knew that was like a weird thing. I didn't know that she gets like harassed, like crazy harassed over the past few years.
But she still has an OnlyFans.
Sure. But one of the guys who she has to share a room with and work with is now committing the thing that has probably brought her a lot of stress over the years. To put it lightly.
Why doesn't she delete her OnlyFans? Why does she still have an OnlyFans?
I think she's better off blocking you. Don't you understand? Why would she delete her OnlyFans when she can just block Keemstar?
Well, Harley, can I ask you a question real quick? So, if you were just to look at me for a second, right? So you'd obviously say, well, I'm someone who just, talks shit to people a lot. Maybe just trolling, but I talk shit to people all the time, right? So you'd look at me and said, that's someone who deserves to get, to get shit talked on, right? Like, if someone were to start shitting all over me, you'd be like, well, yeah, you kind of have it coming. You know what I mean? Now, if I were to try to escape that, my first initiative would to be stop talking shit online on the internet, right? But as long as I continue to do that, I'm kind of inviting it in. Now, in terms of the OnlyFans, right? It's a known fact with OnlyFans that it's a two-sided coin, right? On one side of the coin, you're making a shit ton of money off of people, and then the other side of the coin, you're getting disrespected and people are shitting on you. That's what happens to a lot of girls who make OnlyFans. And I'm not even saying that's right. It's fucked up, but it's just what happens. So if Anissa's willingly letting that stay up and she's willingly taking all that money, making that bag off the OnlyFans every single month, she's getting that fat paycheck. Right? Does she really get to sit there and be like, well, I don't want the negatives that come with this paycheck. I want only the positives. Right? Like I said earlier, if she were to
You're saying like it's the cost of doing business.
It's a cost of doing business.
You're saying like it's the cost of doing business or something in this field.
And another point, Harley, they have an OnlyFans competitor as a sponsor.
Can we do one point at a time, please?
I'm just adding on to it.
I just want to do one at a time. If I could do one at a time, packed.
So so cost of the business, I guess.
Note,
like exactly what Mudar says.
Actually, when you said my name, my heart rate spiked for a second. I was like, bro, there's no way he's packing me right now. But anyways, the thing is this, if that's the cost of it, like what you're saying is you did a thing and so you're gonna get harassed for it. That's the cost. We're gonna harass you. If you're gonna
No, he said like it was two sides of the coin. So I'm like, oh, so you're making it. It sounded like it was like just the cost of like.
Yeah,
this
you were quoting
business,
him,
like
to what he said. Yeah, no, I know that. I thought that was a simpler way of putting it.
I'm not saying like I don't think anybody believes that's right. I mean, nobody should be harassed over it. It's just.
But he's trying. He's just
unfortunately,
trying to say,
it comes with the
saying it is what it is.
He's saying it's understandable that occurs. Yes, I know very well that you get the energy that you put out. And I put out a particular energy on Epic Mealtime, and I do still receive some of that energy back. And it was something that I played into and I did up, and I put out a whole bunch of that energy just recently, and I'm going to be getting it back for a while now. And I understand that. I get it. However, I can block anyone if I want. And if I block you, that's just my call.
But Harley, if Anissa were to block Froggy Fresh, then that would completely go with everything you're saying. And that would have been actually the right response. That would have been the great response.
Like I said, I don't believe anyone made a unilateral decision there. And I will tell you that, can't imagine.
What does that mean, though? No one made a unilateral decision.
Person,
what the
it
fuck?
Means like there's not one person who can executively who would have been like, "This is my call. That's going down." And
guys,
it.
just so
you
you
think
know,
like the round
guys,
table?
just so you know,
yes,
Harley
yes,
is bullshitting everyone here. All
Yeah,
right,
nice try,
because
team. Here we go, guys.
No,
wait.
You're talking out of your asshole. You're saying stuff like, "Oh, this wasn't a unilateral decision."
It wasn't.
She's the boss. She is the boss. What are you talking about?
That's
She
right.
they sit in
Are
a
you saying
room.
that
She is the one that runs the show. What are you talking about?
All the Creator Clash fucking fighters got in a room at a table, and Nisa stood up and said, "All who favors removing Froggy Fresh from the event, say aye." And then all of them just started fucking standing up one by one. Aye. And then that's how it happened? That's what you're saying?
Sorry, hello? It broke up a little bit there.
The creators of the event, the owners of the event. Like,
Keem, you're cutting out, Keem.
Dude just entered a void.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can.
No, but Harley's talking of his ass. He said multiple times that Froggy shouldn't have targeted the owners of the events, the organizers of the events.
If I could say one thing, and to everyone listening, I cannot stress this enough. I really mean it. If you ever get hired to do a job, don't even make a halfway insult at the person who hired you. They might fire you.
Dude, I'm so fucking
understand
for charity. This is for charity. This is for charity. This is for charity. There is no hired. What are you talking about?
But so if you're
that's the problem. This is not like a UFC event. This is a fucking charity event, bro.
You're contracted. So you're salaried, you're contracted. Okay, and not.
I thought their salaries were just going to charity, though.
It's not just you're salaried and contracted. You're also doing cross branding as well too. So it's not like it's an exclusive one-way payment. You're also paying them in your own brand as well, right?
Theoretically, the only people that should have been able to kick Froggy Fresh off the card should have been the fucking people that run the charities. If they didn't want to have fucking Froggy Fresh on there, that's the people. They should be the one that making the shots because it's all for them, right? It's everything's for them. It's not for Anissa. No. It's not to boost Anissa or Ian's ego. It's for them.
No.
Well, 1 minute Harley says it's for charity, and next minute it's like for them.
When did I say it's for them? When did I ever say that?
You're saying it like they're the boss, like they're running a corporation.
No, they are.
Like they're the fucking.
They are. If you have a hard time understanding that, then maybe that's our issue. They are. It is a very serious deal. Whether you
this
like
event
it or
is
not,
for them.
You're saying it's for them. All this charity work is actually for them.
It's literally not an iDubbbz video. That's what I've been trying to say. It's not just like an iDubbbz YouTube video. It's not like a documentary on the lightsaber guy. It's not what it is. It's bigger than that. So there are lots of pieces. And to Mudahar's point, what he said actually hits on something else. You are cross-branding. So there were people that perhaps, and I don't know this, but maybe there were people, I remember that there was talk of it, that didn't feel comfortable with Sam attaching to Creator Clash 1 in any way. There were other people there that felt that. And then there was debate about that. But whatever, that was a thing.
It's crazy how much
was that like the Dr. Mike point
about Sam Hyde at the longer these things go on.
Perhaps people felt that they don't want to associate with someone that was doing that. There could have been more.
Harley, do you remember when they lied? Do you remember when they lied and they said that Dr. Mike would never, ever be involved with Sam Hyde?
I was referring, that's what I was referring to when I said I saw something else. Because, I don't know exactly what that is, but I know what you're saying, so I don't want to say it definitively. But there was enough drama around it that perhaps there could have been other creators that weren't about it. I'm about it, but then again,
what if there's other creators that aren't happy with OnlyFans?
Didn't Dr. Mike completely refute that claim,
that aren't happy with somebody that said the N-word and the F-word before? What if there's other creators that's not happy with Harley picking on Nick, calling him fat? Like, you know what I mean? What are
By
we
the way,
about?
I made that. I said the heavy-duty gaming chair because I'm 240 pounds and I need a heavy-duty gaming chair. You never show yourself in your video. That's not what it was.
But I'm saying, every single person in this event has done or said something offensive. So why is it? I'm gonna subscribe to an OnlyFans. Why is that the thing?
We don't
That's because
know.
somebody is
We
on a
don't know.
crazy
We
ego
don't know
trip.
exactly.
That's because somebody's on a crazy ego trip, power trip. This isn't about charity. This is about people's
We don't know
legacies,
exactly.
and they're using stupid fucking YouTubers like
calm
you,
down.
Harley,
You
for
gotta calm
free,
down,
and they're
Keemstar.
using fucking
Daniel,
charity as a
don't.
mask to go build up a
Daniel,
giant
don't.
fucking company. You
Daniel,
are a guinea
don't.
pig. You are a
No,
guinea pig.
your boxing
You're
event
like a little
was
lab rat
shitty,
that's
and
just
that's
being
why you're
used and
mad.
abused.
You're mad because your boxing
It's the
event
truth.
got
You're not
nothing.
getting paid.
Bro, you couldn't even lock down a deal.
I mean, like, but okay, on a serious thing, even for like cross promotion, it's like just having like Sam Hyde even present nearly in the event. It's like you.
Bro, who's doing all this? Who's muting everyone?
You maybe. What was Mudahar saying? You were saying
Yeah, you
having
were
him close to
Packard.
the event.
Packard, stop. Oh shit, my shit glitched. My bad.
Yeah, Mudahar, you're muted, but you were saying having him close to the event.
Mutahar, you're muted. You have to unmute.
Sorry, I was like, there was just like talks of cross branding, so I was just like, wouldn't it be like across the board though? Like the whole Dr. Mike thing, when Dr. Mike was like, I wouldn't do the event if Sam is present, and then it came out to be like he didn't even know Sam. I think like he didn't even care about it. I thought cross branding, like, wouldn't it be like Sam would be completely removed from the entire situation? Like, how is it that some people are training with him? He has some proximity to the event, you know? Like that's the weird side of it. Because normally when I work with a brand, it's like those brands typically have like entire like set guidelines, right? Like they're just like they'll never work with somebody that's even in the edgy sphere if they never cover edgy. They're not going to like make specific exceptions. Not all companies, but most.
Yeah, listen. It's if you're putting on an event and you don't like a particular person, you could say you don't want them to be there.
Right.
It's not.
At the end of the day, it's just not about charity.
I just don't think
it's
it's so
not about
outlandish
charity.
as everyone makes it seem. I don't think the situation is outlandish, and this is coming from me. Like, listen, I spoke with Froggy, squashed it with Froggy, talked to Sam, talked to Ian. I do think that this has all been played up a lot to sound like it's very outlandish that they didn't want that vibe at their event. I just understand where they're coming from. I am biased. I'm at the top of the card. Keem is also biased. He runs a smaller boxing promotion that desperately wants a crumb of what Creator Clash is doing.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I'm just
this
playing.
Is so
I'm
embarrassing,
just playing.
Harley.
I'm playing around.
This is so embarrassing when you say that stuff.
Yeah.
I literally run Happy Punch. Thank you very much. Like the Creator Clash versus Happy Punch, like they're not even the same realm, and they're not even the same thing.
That's true.
They're not even the same thing.
That's true. That is absolutely true.
Anyhow, my point is this: if this is for charity, if it's really about charity, all right, there's no way somebody's hurt feelings would get in the way of charity. Froggy Fresh would be on the card. This is not about charity.
I don't think that ruins the charity aspect. I don't understand how that makes
sense. Yes, it does.
That doesn't,
how much bad press has this event
difficult.
gotten?
I just don't understand
Thank
how
you,
that
small
ruins
PP.
the charity aspect. They donated
Thank you
to
very
Froggy's
much.
charity, didn't they? Didn't they give like $50K or something?
Yeah, to cover up the fact that everyone's mad at them.
But they gave $50K to his charity.
Yeah, where's that money come from? Where does it come from?
I have no idea. But like, if you think about it,
does it come from actual iDubbbz's bank account and Anissa's bank account, or does it come from a sponsor to the event, or does it come from people that donate and buy tickets to the event? Where does that money come from? That's the question I want to know the answer to.
What's it changing to you?
What do you mean? What does it change? It changes everything.
The kid's getting $50K. Like, what's it changing to you? Where it comes from? Are you going to question it? I don't think they will.
Yeah, because listen, Harley, this is simple math. All right, very, very simple math.
Okay.
If they take money that would have went to other charities and then give it to Froggy's charity, then it's less money.
You mean are you telling me they're stealing from charities to give to other charities? Bro, sign me up.
Yeah, that's my point. Please. You made the argument that they did the right thing and they donated X amount of dollars to Froggy Fresh's charity. I'm making the argument, where is the source of that money? Is that coming from money that was going to go to other charities, or is that actually their money, their hard-earned money that they're donating?
I actually know where the money comes from. It's not my place to say. It came from a person. Not my place to say, though.
Okay, well, that doesn't answer anything.
It does. What doesn't it answer for you? How's that
You're
not
saying one individual person donated
what?
it? You're saying like one individual person donated
yes, a
it?
person.
So is there like a counter Jidion?
And you know what's so
I'll
sick
give you the
about
money
them?
to not put
You know what's
Froggy
you know
Counter
what I
Jidion.
thought was pretty cool, and this is what got me thinking about the whole Jidion thing that I was teasing him about the 100K that he was dangling, but not really going to donate until Chris Ray Gun calls Keem back or whatever. But I was really thinking about that how this other person just stepped up and paid that money and didn't tweet about it, didn't have Keemstar put on the drama alert.
Yeah, but Jidion was putting up that money to get Frog.
That was really, I just got me thinking about the difference, because I was really thinking, I was like, damn, Jidion giving the 100K is really cool. And I sat and I thought about it.
Jidion's not giving that money to charity. It's not about charity to Jidion. He made it so clear. It is not about the charity to Jidion.
Weird.
Jidion's point was that he would give 100K to charity if Froggy Fresh gets back on.
That's so crazy. That's a crazy prioritization.
And you keep spinning it into something that
it's
not.
I
Like,
spin it
but
into
you're acting like Jidion's being dishonest. He's
Harley,
not. He's being very fucking direct.
I literally spin it into what you just said. I didn't spin it. It's how you said it. Yes, that is how I see it.
Yeah, but you're acting like Jidion is somehow deceiving, and he's not.
No, he was not deceiving. He just said it, and he thought it was like really chill. And I thought about it. It wasn't that chill. It was actually kind of weird, because you're putting Froggy Fresh above the kids with cancer. And that's just strange.
Oh yeah, dude. The kid with chemo is gonna be like, this is Jidion's money. I don't know if I want this.
No,
chemo.
he doesn't
get
it. The kid doesn't get it. The kid gets the mysterious person's money instead. He doesn't get
the mysterious person.
Jidion's not giving that money.
Dude, Jidion can still give the 100K if he was reinstated. Your 100K doesn't counteract his.
That was a tweet.
You still left 100K at the door.
This is so simple, Harley. Just cancel your fight right now.
There's $200,000. $100,000 is not going to be given away. It's like one doesn't cancel each other out, I guess.
Harley, based on your logic, cancel your fight right now with the WWE star, right? And then just tell your fans to not buy tickets and that there's no fight, and just donate the money to charity. See what happens.
What money am I donating to charity? What are you saying?
No, you tell your fans that are going to buy your fight to see your fight to not buy the fight and just send the money to charity.
Yeah, why do they need a fight in the first place when they can just send their 15, 50, whatever it is?
They want the show. They want
so do we. That's what Jidion wants.
Oh, so does Jidion.
It's
so
a
does Jidion. That's my point.
And if done properly, the legacy that it leaves behind can fundraise every single year.
Oh, so it's about everybody's fucking ego and just running a beautiful event where all the fucking YouTube aristocracy can walk around and have a nice sip of drink. Yeah, okay. I mean, like,
Hold up.
Yeah, why is it okay? Why is it okay for your fans to spend money on a boxing event that will go to charity, but fucking Jidion can't spend 100K on a boxing event that's going to go to charity? What's the difference?
Not. You made that up. That was a tweet. That's not happening. It's not happening.
If he gets put back on the card, he is.
But that's a scenario.
I mean, that'll look really shitty for Jidion, though. It's like if he backs out after Froggy's brought in and he can't give 100, even though we know Jidion has 100 to spare.
Listen, I would have. I wonder if he would have done it. I have no idea. But I would have called him on it. But then again, I don't run events like this. I don't think I'm the ideal person to run events like this. What am I going to run an event and then I'm fucking yelling on Twitter like a wrestler or random people in my mentions? Doesn't fly.
Harley, I worked at a non-profit charity organization for like 5 years, right? And the people that were, I guess you could say, running it, because everything needs someone to be in charge, right? Everything needs someone to be the head organizer with people under them, right? But the thing is, the difference is that when it's for a charity, right, it's not necessarily that boss-employee type relationship, right? Like, we'd get into disagreements. People would argue all the time and trying to work on shit, right? But it wasn't just like, oh, you're fucking fired. Because at the end of the day, everybody had the same goal. And the same goal was to push the charity forward and make money and help people, right? So the whole point of this is these items, they need to put their fucking own personal, whatever problems they have beside, and just understand that they need to just work together, work with Froggy, because they
that's a good point, because you said corporation, Harley, when it really is just like a 501c charity. Like, it really shouldn't be treated like a board of executives, really.
You have a lot of elements here. There are a lot of elements at play.
Even something as simple as the arena that it is at is a whole other party that is involved in the whole event. So I don't know the inner workings. Even though Keem said it, I don't own Creator Clash. So there are a lot of elements to this that involve lots of people. So I was just saying it's not an iDubbbz video where he gets to make a call, upload a thing, and do a thing. That's not how it is.
I'm just I'm really like happy that we got this new information that a random person donated 100K into Froggy Fresh's charities, because when Creator Clash made that statement, they made it seem like iDubbbz and Anissa took 100K and put it in his charities.
Okay.
And that's not the case. That didn't happen, did it?
Let's try, pal.
That's actually crazy. So if the person didn't just come, that random one singular person didn't come and donate it, that charity would have just not gotten shit.
That's what Harley said, basically.
So basically, they were willing to risk that entire charity's financial come up from an OnlyFans joke. That's actually fucking weird.
Are you like talking about an alternate dimension that doesn't exist? Because I don't know if you heard, they donated the money. So the entire scenario
they didn't donate the money. They did not donate the money.
No, didn't exist. This is how I know you guys just want to be mad and make content, and that's why you only get me. By the way, that's why you don't.
They didn't donate the money. It was one singular person. You said so.
The real up and coming popping YouTubers coming in here and getting all crazy because I'm sure they don't want to messy their mentions, but I don't mind. And then I sit here and I listen to you guys just be dense on purpose. Yeah, that hypothetical scenario you just painted doesn't exist. We don't even need to talk about it. That's not what happened. There was no risk, there was nothing. You want to be mad about something that didn't happen?
Harley, that was the reality until that singular person came forward and did it.
How do you know that it didn't happen simultaneously? And why do you keep saying singular?
Because you said singular. You said it was a singular person. You literally said that.
I didn't say singular.
You said one person, bro.
Dude, you know Harley is getting text messages from Anissa and
Promise I'm not. Swear to God I'm not. Lie. Swear to God I'm not. Promise you. I'll be honest with you guys.
Nick, you've been listening to this whole thing. What do you think about this, Nick? One person donated to Froggy Fresh. I thought it was Creator Clash. I think
it was probably Pokemon. It was to get back at Jidion. That's what it was.
Pokemon, interesting.
I mean, she has the money.
Hold on. Stardust stole my NFT, and she's in this fucking space. Kick her out.
Well, why don't we get her up here and you could confront her?
Bro, that's my NFT, dude. I purchased this.
Harley, I wish you the best of luck on Creator Clash.
Thank you so much.
I will personally be watching it and supporting it.
You're a great guy for that.
But I'm very obviously upset at them. I think they made a horrible call. I'm going to criticize them. But from the very beginning, I've said that I support all influencer boxing. I love this shit. Like, I love this space, and I want the best, and I want this, space to grow. Me having issues with some of the shit that they're doing doesn't mean that I'm jealous and I'm a competitor and all these other weird things that you've tried to spin.
And me agreeing with them is not reflective of the fact that I'm on the card. You know, I just sometimes point out that you clearly have a bias. I clearly have a bias.
But if you weren't on the card, you would agree with us.
If I weren't on the card, I would be honestly listening to all this and watching all of the videos, and I wouldn't have said a single tweet, and I would have a million different takes. But because I'm in the space, I like to imagine if I were Ian, if I were Froggy, if I were Sam, if I were you, if I were an audience member, I like to role play through all of it because I do find the space very fascinating.
Oh, I find that fascinating. If you were Sam Hyde, what would you do now? What would your next move be?
He's going to his script. You hear him ruffle the paper.
No, I reached into my bag and I pulled out an onion ring, actually.
Yo, do you know the press secretary for Joe Biden? Like, when anyone asks that woman a question, she has to dig through her folder and like goes through all the papers to try to get the answer. That's what it sounded like.
Yeah.
But
that was not it though, but I could imagine how it did sound like that.
What do you think Sam should do next is the question. Okay, interesting pause.
There hasn't
once
been
again.
a creator. Oh no, sorry, no, my alarm went off on my phone and it took me out of this. There's never been a creator that I really like hopped on a trip to go see for an extended period of time to film something. I do recognize the man is he's like he's an enigma. He's no one makes.
Well, news came out today that he's planning on showing up to Creator Clash in drag.
You know how I told you I like to make up shit and I like to I find it all fascinating and I'm like, what would it be like this? What would it be like that? So this is so weird. This is crazy because I shouldn't. We'll talk after. I shouldn't talk.
No, say it. No, say it.
Come on, Harley. It's only 1,400 of your closest friends.
Give me 0.1% of Happy Punch. 0.01% of Happy Punch, and I'll tell you.
Why would you want a percentage of this company that's
it's nothing.
Like worthless?
I know. So what?
According to you.
So 0.01, and I'll tell you. I promise.
Yeah. No.
No. You won't give me 0.01%. 0.001% of Happy Punch.
Harley,
if it's as big as you say, then that's going to be worth millions. So can I have 0.001%?
Harley, this is what happens when I do business, right? You know, I'll offer someone a great deal where they're getting a better deal than me. And if they don't do the deal, then I never do business with them ever again. So that's why me and you have had a falling out. Is because I'll never do business with you again. Well, not a falling out, but I'll never do business-wise. We've had a falling out. I will never do business.
To everyone listening, by the way, that is the #1 red flag. If someone wants to force you to sign a contract on the spot, it is an absolute red flag. If they truly care to do good business with you, they'll take the time. Not only that, no one should ever get personally offended if you value yourself as more and you ask for more. If they get offended, they're not an ideal person to work with.
Hold on. I was not personally
offended.
I'm
just giving advice. It has nothing to do with you, actually. It was just random.
There's two people, right? There's two people. There's me, and then there's business me. Business me is offended and understands you're never going to do business with that person.
So guys,
right?
if you ever do business with a business version of someone, just consider that business version gets a business red flag. No one should ever put you up against the wall to sign a contract. They shouldn't force it. What you did with Kavos in here, even trying to get a verbal agreement, was weird. I would have instantly.
No, that's typical internet shit. What are you talking about? I always try to get these
you're trying to push
happening.
a verbal agreement, and instantly I would have found that to be weird and a red flag, and I did.
Harley, it's called fucking promotion. Yes, he's using peer pressure as a tactic to get the fucking fight going.
Yeah, but there's certain things.
It's called a grudge match, dumb fuck. That's how these fights are promoted.
I get it. But the thing is, that's not how it works. He's trying to get a verbal agreement.
Dude, you're really trying to push this. That I'm
some snaky, have a nice glass of red wine and talk about how much the wrestler is going to beat the shit out of you. Is that how you prep your fights?
No, Harley, this is literally the fourth time that you've tried to label me as some sneaky salesman.
That's a red flag behavior. You tried to say it to sound like a bossed up businessman type, and I'm just saying to anyone listening, that type of person who will put a contract and be like, take this or I'll never do business with you again is not a good person
I didn't say that to you. I didn't say that to you.
No, I just found out now actually that you'll never do business with me again because I didn't like your deal.
I'm just telling you, if I try to do business with someone and they're being unreasonable, I'll never do business with them again.
You're giving meta commentary on what scammer Keemstar is. That's why he doesn't want to do business with you. It's not because you didn't say yes on the spot or anything.
What? What'd you say?
I said you're giving meta commentary about how he's scamming everybody in the call. That's why he doesn't want to do business with you.
Is that true, Keem? Because that's different from what you said.
I mean, it's
different, but
it is
like
different.
That he's just agreeing against.
It is different from what I said, but I like Nick's version too because that should go.
Hey man, whatever version suits the moment at that time, commit to that version. Which one do you commit to?
At the end of the day,
make a choice right now. Which one do you commit to? Is it what Nick said or what you said?
I've been in situations multiple times where in business, the other person's being so unreasonable and they're trying to hustle me and that leaves a bad taste in my mouth and I just won't do business with them. You tried to hustle me.
Absolutely not.
You tried to get such a large amount of money that you're totally not worth.
I asked for $250K.
And you're not worth even 25% of that, and I got you way more than that.
Damn. Right, so you got me $150K. And I said,
Yeah.
and I had told you that 250K was appropriate. You opened up the offer by offering me something that I actually, if I were you, I would have been offended and never done business with you again. But I do understand how negotiations work. Secondly, as someone who's offered deals to other people, I would never burn a bridge because of my ego over it. You're offended?
I didn't burn a bridge.
You're offended?
Business. We're talking about business, not personal.
Okay,
There's no.
So why
You
are
just
you
called
taking
me
it
the
so
other night.
personally? That I value myself more than you do.
The business side. The business side is taking it personal.
Okay, why is the business side
not
taking
me
it personal?
and you. Me and you just talked on the phone for over an hour the other night.
And I liked catching up with you, but why would business you be offended personally?
Because if anyone tries to hustle business
that's
me,
hustling.
then business me doesn't work with that.
That's hustling.
Ever again.
You told me that the money comes from Misfits. You said it was coming from KSI's team. You were acting like I just got off the phone with the guys. They said they can do max 250. That's what you said. You know, you said you're like they could do max 150. So I realized at that point my middleman was Keemstar, and I said to you, okay, interesting. Can I talk to them myself? Can I have my representation do it? And then you stopped responding, and that was the answer right there.
I don't remember. I don't remember any of that. Okay,
that's
now
fine.
Now I'm really unclear on if that's the truth or not.
You're acting like I made that up.
Well, I don't remember any of that.
Well,
I'm telling you, I do not remember any of that.
I said that I would like to speak to those people.
I don't remember
it was
that.
The last thing.
It
was the last thing we spoke, and I was like, huh. I guess he wanted to middleman. I guess there was something in there for him. Maybe Misfits gives him a budget, and he's determining what's what, because that would be a major conflict of interest.
Listen, if you got that 150,
November
deal
is where
to go
they
fight
want you. I said, yeah. Can you put me in contact?
Let me finish.
And I
let
can
me
keep
finish.
You looped in, and
Please
you
let
said,
me finish.
yeah, we'll do. And
Please
I said,
let me finish.
I think my team
Please
might
let me
fare
finish what
better
I'm about
in the
to say.
Conversation than yourself.
If you got that $150,000 deal and you fought on Misfits, Keemstar would have made $0 on that deal.
But
Nothing.
Happy Punch would be worth millions after millions, tens of millions.
Why?
I don't know. I'm trying to make logic to what it is that you're saying. Why you would do it? But did you want me to reread the text where I asked for that and you didn't say it anymore?
Sure, because I don't remember it.
You said November is where they want you. You didn't even play it like it was you. You're like, it's them, these guys. Ugh.
It is them.
I said,
I don't own Misfits.
Could you put me in contact with them? Because you don't represent me. And you just weren't doing it. And I thought there was a conflict of interest there. I thought perhaps you had a better thing going on with Misfits than you did with me. And it was beneficial for you to get a deal in their favor rather than in mine. So I didn't feel like I was talking to a good rep for me. And I just found out now you were acting like a rep to me. And here it is very clear I was making the deal with you. So it's like making a deal with your manager. It's interesting, which is why I said, can you put me in contact?
First of all,
you said, yeah, we'll do it.
There's multiple. Again, you do this in every situation, Harley. Harley, you do this in every situation. You create some conspiracy theory, you put it out there, and then I have to debunk it and go back to like reality. And then you add on another. Why
were you repping me? You're not my agent. You're not my manager.
Be quiet. Be quiet. Be quiet. All right. So I've helped Misfits set up these fights, right? Because they don't really understand the internet that well. So I've set up multiple fights for Misfits, helping them out. Now, the reason why you were, I came across like I was somewhat representing you is because we were talking a separate deal for you to join Happy Punch, where I would represent you in these negotiations. But at the time that we're talking in that scenario, I'm just being middleman. Hello? Can you hear me?
Oh, this is some nice
it was
silence.
there for a second.
Did you hear what I said?
You might have to repeat the last part.
We were talking about two different things at the same time. One, a fight for you on Misfits, right?
Yeah.
And you joining Happy Punch. So if you felt like I was somewhat
what was the 150K for?
Okay, so if you felt like I was somewhat representing you, is because if you joined Happy Punch, I would have. But we're working on two things at the same time.
You're gonna have to clarify this a bit because I don't think I understand the dynamic that I'm.
Was I trying to get you into Happy Punch as a fighter?
You were trying to get me on a KSI card in November.
Yes, that's not the question I asked.
At which point, the me taking that deal means that yes, I would also be a Happy Punch fighter. So to me, I actually thought that was a downside. I didn't want to be a Happy Punch fighter. I wanted to consider fighting in the KSI event, but I didn't want to be a Happy Punch fighter.
I was trying to do both. But those are two separate things.
Yeah.
If you wanted to not join Happy Punch but still take that fight, you could have easily.
Okay. For 150K?
Yeah,
cool.
But that was like a year ago.
Okay, but
though.
why didn't you talk? Why didn't you let my rep do it then? Why did I have to do it through you?
Well, yeah, because we're not even to the business people. Your rep would have had to like talk to the fucking Misfits people, and you guys would have to do contracts and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's
but
how
we have
I
to have
like
conversations to even get to that
That's how
point.
I like to do it. Why have the conversation with you? Why?
I don't know, Harley. I've set up every other fight in this fucking town.
You didn't have it. You couldn't get what I needed for me to want to fight. You couldn't get it. That's
you
fine.
were never going to get paid
fine.
that.
That's fine. But I would have done it through my people, not you.
Harley, who on this planet is going to give you $250,000 to fight? Tell me. I will bet you $1 million fucking cold hard fucking cash. And I'm talking green bills that I can fucking fan. If you can get that. Actually, no, I take that bet back because then you'll just hustle me. You'll get the deal. Someone will lay down $250 and then take the other $75. You guys will split. So that's a horrible fucking bet.
Yeah, we got anonymous donors on our hands here. So.
I'm not making that bet. But I'm just
then they'll put $1 million of Keem's money into charity.
I just almost scammed myself. But anyhow,
yeah, I wouldn't have done that. What you were saying. I will tell you this.
But my point is, there's nobody on this planet that's going to pay you that amount of money to fight. No one. Your team is not going to get a fucking $250,000 fight for you. That's not happening.
They're better at you than it. They're better at it than you are.
Okay.
Like that.
Well, I'm going to put your team. I'm going to put your team in contact.
I'm telling my team that Jidion needs their help. Like that's what I'm doing.
I'll put your team in contact with the right people over at Misfits and with the Zone
and with Kingpin on April 15th.
And Kingpin and any other boxing promotion.
Didn't Kingpin just get like their event messed up because they didn't file a certain particular document?
No,
what was
no,
that tweet?
they have.
What was that all about?
Someone else is covering it.
What was that? That's a big deal. Not a good look.
No. Basically, this is what happened. The PBA basically said that they're not sanctioning the event, but then a different sanctioning body is the one that they're actually using. So it's beef behind the scenes. Okay. But the event is not ruined. My point is that none of these companies are paying you $250K. None.
But that's funny. Is like I didn't want to really go to the UK and box on the card, and when I saw the card, I was like, "Oh, thank God!" That amount,
the event was awesome.
That amount absolutely has a premium added on the sense that, and the fact that it was an incentive to me. I didn't particularly want to jump into a boxing fight with multiple people that I've never done business with before. That is an element. So there was an incentive amount because when you don't want to do something, you have to be incentivized. And if no one wants to pay that amount, that's cool.
Oh my God, this is so frustrating.
Why is that frustrating?
But okay.
What's frustrating is the fact
because
that you got
you're acting
like,
like
I'll never do business with
dude,
you. That's ugly. That's childish.
This is like
that's
16th...
like how a 23-year-old thinks of business. Like that's G'd up shit. They're the boss man. If you're a real man, you make a deal. You try and make a deal. Sorry you got offended that I value myself more than you think I am valued at. But you don't have to be butthurt and burn a bridge for that. If that is the fact, then that's okay.
a bridge.
That's okay. Well, you're just telling me.
Burn any bridge.
No, I burnt the bridge with you. Apparently, I just didn't know about you. You won't do business with
me
again because we couldn't make a deal.
I said business me wouldn't want to do business with you again because you were offered a great deal.
Not to me,
and you were trying to hustle.
Not to me. It was not that good of a deal.
Okay,
it really wasn't. It actually wasn't. I didn't think it was that chill. I think it was
dude, at the end of the day, if you understood anything about business and these pay-per-views, you have to sell tickets. That's where the money comes from, is people buying tickets to watch it, right? do you think you're going to be able to bring in and cover the $150,000 plus cover your percentage as one of the fighters to cover production and to cover all the other
You want to
fucking
know where I
crazy
bring
shit that goes
value?
in?
You can't quantify exactly what I would refer to, but if you have me on your show, it's going to be a fucking show. It's going to be a show leading up to it. It's going to be a show when it happens. And when it's done, there are going to be countless pieces of content to make from
That's
it.
great, but we're
Not only
talking
will
about
it do that,
business.
it'll also
People
build
actually
up.
have to
Yeah,
buy
but
the
Harley,
pay-per-view.
there's a lot of people who could throw a
It'll
show.
also
Though.
build up the legacy for the next time you do an event. It'll
Harley,
show
the thing
people
though is,
that
there's a
will
lot of
love
people who
that.
could put on a show and they'll do it for a lot less than
Bro, this
150K.
guy's the
Cool.
Tupac
That's
of
cool.
YouTube
Hire
boxing.
them.
What are you talking about, Pat God?
You could hire them.
Like, if you gave me 10K, I'd literally just go fucking crazy. I'd start shit. Like, I'd do anything.
That's sick. Then you can get a deal right now, live. I bet you could do that right now. Why don't you do that right now?
To get paid $250,000, you would have to bring in about, I would say, around 400. No, maybe that's too high. Let's say $350,000 of revenue you'd have to bring in, Harley, like your fans. So let's try to figure out. Let me get a calculator out and try to figure this out.
Isn't it a KSI event? You need to like calculate the tickets to make your money back. You're trying to build up the long-term legacy of your event. You want to put on a show. You have to spend money to make money. And I get it. The views aren't what they used to be, but I do think to an extent some people are curious about how I'll do in the ring.
You'd have to sell roughly about 10,000 tickets.
No,
you have to sell.
You would have to sell 10,000 tickets. I'm going to box if you hire me. I'm not selling your event.
So
I'm
you
going to
mean
make
to tell
it a
me
show. I'm going to hype it up.
Mm.
I'm going to make it a show. And
That's
I'll
not
do
how
my best to
business
sell
works.
tickets.
Typical creator clash fighter, no promo.
But
this is the problem.
This is the problem with this shit. Business works. That is
Harley. You're actually describing the exact problem we have with influencer boxing nowadays, where these fighters, they get put on the cards and they forget the reason why they're there in the first place, right? Like you could get anybody to just go in there and fucking box. You're influencer boxers. Your job is to get on fucking social media and sell tickets.
Why are you telling
to
me?
promote the fucking fights. Otherwise, what the fuck is the purpose of having you there?
Hello, why are you telling me
Yeah,
that?
Harley, I can't see you selling
I'm
10,000
the
tickets.
guy that does that.
I can't.
Like
I can't see
like
you
I
selling
said,
like 5,000 tickets.
Your event and what it is not necessarily dependent on the tickets live there. A lot of people that get into the sports space or esports space don't necessarily expect to turn a profit at that moment. You are working with KSI, so you
oh my God, this is the business guy teaching me about business. Awesome. Okay. This is great.
Sorry,
dude.
Sorry.
Like Harley, you'd have to sell. Like, how many tickets do you think you can
have
sell?
to sell, Keem. It's your boxing. I'm boxing in it. I'm putting on the show. I'm going to put on a show.
No, but Harley, why do you?
Yeah, but they're bringing you on as a cross promotion, though, so you have to bring that aspect of it as well, right?
And I will, but if he told me that there was a guarantee I had to hit, I would not take the deal.
No, but isn't that like for any deal that you're working with, like even for product or sponsorships in general, like you have to match a certain amount?
Yeah, and there's a discussion on what the guarantee will be, what the make good might be, or anything like that.
Guys,
if they told me that I don't make the money if I don't sell what it is, I don't do it. I would make a make good, and maybe the make good is perhaps another service to Keem in the future of sorts if the show didn't sell enough. But realistically, Happy Punch has been a part of a couple of other persons' promotions. There hasn't been a Happy Punch Promotions itself yet, right? A standalone Happy Punch boxing show.
But
so
no,
this
you just said something.
This is like an investment. This is an investment. So it makes Happy Punch a thing. It makes Happy Punch something you want to be a part of because, like, oh shit, that's like where the best guys go, or it's gonna be like this. Like you want to take all the legacy, whether you think it's worth it or not. You take the entire legacy of my existence on YouTube and you put it under your brand name. And that's what that deal would look like. That's what it would be like.
Yeah, but you just suggested that we were going to put some type of limit on you where you had to sell a bunch amount. No,
you said
no one did that.
10,000. No, you said I would have to sell 10,000 tickets.
I'm saying that now, like today, 2023. I didn't say that when you were offered that, and that would have never been.
But even then, like you still have to sell the tickets, and that's an investment.
But Harley,
for
let
the
me finish what I'm
legacy of your
saying.
company.
Stop
You're
talking
building
for a
up a
minute.
company.
Stop talking for a minute. Let me finish what I'm saying.
It's a discussion. We both take turns.
So when the big wigs, right, when the people fucking run the show over at DAZN and wherever, right, when they're looking at them, each individual fighter, you have to figure out, you have to estimate, like, how many tickets is this person going to sell? Like, what exactly, like, what is the value? Now, in some cases, you're going to pay a premium. You're gonna over project, right, because you want that person involved, and that's exactly what happened in your situation, right? Like, there's no way that you would sell 10,000 tickets. That's impossible. But they were willing to fucking overpay you to have you involved. Just what you're saying. Everything that you're saying right now of like, oh, well, you got to build it up and you got to do this and you got to do that. They were willing to overpay you.
That amount was not enough for me, even though personal Keem thinks that and business Keem is offended. But I'm sorry, just was not the deal for me. It wasn't. And I know you think it should be, and it should be automatic, but like, it's not. It's not. And I've never done business with you, and you saying that you were offended that I didn't like your deal is a red flag to me personally.
Well, yeah, business me is like, well, oh my God, this guy's trying to hustle. Like,
not hustle. That's just what I'm negotiating for myself to you, who I thought I could trust in this moment because you were kind of posing as a rep at that moment in time. I find out the thing because you were like, I'll show you the text. You're like, I don't know if they'll do that. They this, they that. It was you. I was talking to you.
Harley, when you say like, oh, well, you know, they won't do business, whatever, that's a red flag. Well, it's a red flag for me when someone's being unreasonable in business. It's like
I'm being reasonable.
Well, that was a huge red flag.
We've seen in this conversation.
You can have red flags, but I can't have red flags. Like, why? Why did you only get the red flags?
We could all have red flags, but what you're doing is your thing of calling me unreasonable shouldn't be a red flag. When you offered me, the first offer you offered me was the same amount that I knew for a fact you had offered to another fighter, and I thought that was unreasonable. I was not offended, and I didn't hold it against you, and I still don't. That's what business is. It's supposed to be an open dialogue, and you shouldn't be scared to share what you think your value is.
But I mean, realistically speaking, the guy that was offered the same amount, and that you were offered, that guy actually pulls more viewership and has more of a fan base.
Potentially.
You know, and I'm not. Look,
but at the once end again, of the day, we can't quantify.
You shouldn't have come at me like I'm trying to do some snaky shit because I'm not. Like that is not.
In this particular scenario, you just saying that you were offended and that I was being unreasonable. That is a little weird.
Well, yeah, when I'm able to like Harley, a guy that I fucking watch, like a guy that I fucking actually like, that I actually fuck with, and you know, off this call, you're gonna call me some other day, and we're gonna be on the phone for an hour. Like when I'm able to like get this giant bag for you, and you're like, no, I need 250. Like, yeah, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck? This guy's hustling.
Okay, but everything you just said before that should extra negate that. Like you're being proud. This is what it requires for me to train for a year and to get into the ring and box like who is it we were talking about, like Arms or something. What was the guy's name? Arms?
Dude, 180K.
Wait, Harley.
We're talking about boxing this guy, and like we're talking about it might be in UK. There's a lot of what ifs. We don't know what it's going to be. You want me to make the agreement right there on the phone. You want me, and I was like, it's got to be 250.
Harley, in all honesty, would you do it for like 150 now?
No.
It'd still be 250 now.
Bro, you know it's crazy. My rate might be up 50K.
Actually, do you own one of the charities? Do you own one of the charities that you're siphoning off of on Creator Clash? Like, how do you make money? I'm just curious.
You think that was that funny that you laughed like that to him asking how I make money?
I'm actually curious.
Random. I don't know. It's just random.
I'm not trying to diss you. I'm you.
I know, listen, Keem, I promise you, bro. I'm mid-30s. It does not diss me. It does not bother me. It's like it's not a thing. I've been like to any audience member, like people have been saying like Epic Mealtime is dead since 2014. This is almost 10 years of my channel being dead. Yet I still cash paychecks every single week. Putting all your eggs, you want to know? You don't put all your eggs on YouTube.
There's a ton of money on Snapchat, a ton of money on Facebook. The amount of money I've made on Facebook has been mind-blowing to me because I never thought it would play out that way. So I'm good. So when I'm good and I'm happy, I don't really like want to get punched stupid in the middle of a KSI card in front of 2,000 people. That's not really what I want to do. So if you want me there, you have to incentivize me. And so that's what that is. And because I thought I was talking to you as you were like kind of repping me in that moment, I thought it would be okay to be transparent and open about it. But apparently you were being offended. I promise you, I can't think of a single business person I do business with that gets offended if you say what you think you deserve.
Okay, well, to add, let me rephrase it. So you're saying that you would want 300K to go into the ring. That's what you would need to make it worth it for you, right? That's how much it would be worth it for you. Now, honestly, how much do you think you're worth for the event? How much do you think, Harley, you're worth for the event?
If you told me to do a show for like 1,000 people,
yeah, what price?
It would cost a certain amount.
Because like
Harley,
I could say I want $1 million fight.
Harley, I think we're getting confused.
It's X dollars want me to be a part of your thing. I'm going to be a part of your thing, and it's in front of 1,000 people. If your thing is in front of, like what Keem was telling me, what did you say, 40 million buys or something? What did you say? How many KSI buys were there? It was a ludicrous number.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I have to sit there and I have to be like, okay, there's an insane amount of numbers being sold. It's already going to be sold. Now they just need a really good show because KSI is going to sell endless tickets. So I am an act in your show, and my act involves me getting punched in the head. My head is literally my existence. It's what my job is. I don't really work with my hands.
I don't think I
do stuff
properly,
like that.
Harley, I get your point, but I don't think I properly explained like why business me was offended, because business me was going to you. You were saying, no, I need this, I need that, and so I'm going back to them and I'm vouching for you. I'm putting my name and my rep on the line. You know what I mean? I'm saying like, no, we need this guy. We need this guy. I want this guy.
So why didn't you give me their connection so you didn't have to do that and I could have my own rep do it? See, that's a conflict of interest.
Because you are
now going there with your tail between your legs and you're like, he said he wants more money.
Okay, well,
guys,
let me
I'm
answer the
sorry.
question.
How's that good for me?
You've asked me a question. Let me answer it. Because when you say 250, there's like, that's like so unheard of. There's not going to be a conversation. I can connect you.
Then you know what happens? You want to know what happens with people? Cool. No hard feelings. I didn't think you're here.
Okay, so then I didn't need to connect you.
You shouldn't be mad about that.
I am not mad about that. Business me would not do business with you again because you're unreasonable.
Business you's actually kind of a baby and weird and proud. Way too proud to be business you. You should fire business you and maybe hire personal.
No, business me is very smart with this shit.
I think that's what it is. I think you you do a lot of deals with maybe people that are not as shrewd as I am, or maybe just not as willing. I'm not a desperate person. I didn't need to get into the ring for a buck. Money is not my major motivation. I'm sure you've seen now. I'm a pretty simple guy. So I don't like expensive cars. I don't really like expensive things. So if I'm going to get in the ring and get punched in the head, I'm not like a fucking some member of FaZe that's fucking down for fucking.
Yeah, but you're getting punched in the head for free. Like you're not getting
but
paid.
You know what, bro? I've been sinning, dude, a lot in my life. And I'm trying to get a one-way ticket to heaven at the end of this shit. And if this helps me sleep better at night, let that be a part of it. If that's the most selfish shit about it, is I'm going to lie in bed and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to heaven, though, and Keemstar can't take that away from me.
I'm going to explain to you exactly how this is going to play out. You're going to go up to the pearly gates, and you're going to be like, God, you look at everything I did in my life, man. I got punched in the head just for charity. Like I've done a lot of good stuff. And God's going to say, yeah, but the owner of the whole event that you worked for has an OnlyFans. You're not getting in.
It was going to be dumb. I knew as soon as you started this whole story, I knew it was going to be dumb.
You're not getting in.
I knew it was going to be silly.
Yeah, but I just think it's wild that you've slung, like, the whole time you've been here, you've been slinging all these wild allegations that I'm some type of snake or whatever, which is
No,
not true.
I never said the word snake, and I'm never
No,
going
it
to
comes
assume.
across that way.
I know. What is it? Occam's razor, Hanlon's razor. I'm not going to assume malice when there might just be like an unfamiliarity, or like I'm not assuming you're doing it maliciously, and I'm not saying it like don't fucking do this shit with Keem, because if I could say something to everything here, guys, Keem is consistently Keem. He is always Keemstar, and it is very valuable to have a person who is a constant in this space. There's not many people like that, so that is a good thing. But I'm not assuming that you were being malicious when I was saying the stuff that I'm saying. I think some of it is, things that I've done. I've been in litigious scenarios, so I've kind of learned my lesson the hard way. And so when I say this out loud, I'm just trying to protect people from those scenarios. And I was using live as an example because truthfully, you have thick skin, and I could say this type of stuff. And 95% of people might have just kicked me out of the space or whatever. But I was not calling you a snake necessarily. I'm just saying that, if anyone ever gets a contract from anyone, you could send it my way. I promise I'll consult you for free. I'm not a lawyer. I've just read a lot of them. Get a lawyer. April 15th.
Everybody has lawyers. Guys, I think that's going to be the end of the space. I'm fucking exhausted. I forgot my last points.
Hey, I just want to say, I know the other night I got really amped up, and maybe it was a little cringe. That was a lot, and I think I went through a lot that week. I did, and I am still going through it. I eat bison meat constantly. I punch a bag all the time. I'm not a combative person. Verbally, I am, and in my head, I could be toxic, but I'm not a person who likes to go out and punch and be aggressive and fight. And I've only been doing that for almost a year. I've also been in a caloric deficit. Not quite myself, I would say. But I've done all this because I'm going to put on a fucking sick show on April 15th. It's going to be so sick. Business U, Keem, is going to be calling me up and being like, bro, just got off the phone with KSI's peeps. They're going nuts. They got 300K right now. April 15th, thecreatorclash.com.
Will not be doing that. I can
tell
you.
We'll see when Business Harley speaks to Business Keem. We'll see.
Fox the G, final words. Mutahar, go ahead. Final words.
Bro, I'm just learning a lot about business right now, dude. This has been like the best finance podcast right now.
And ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna something happened to Packard. I want to get his final words. We'll minute, bringing it back up. Packard, go ahead. Final words.
Yeah, I appreciate Harley, even though it like looks goofy, obviously, and shit, and cringe. But like, I appreciate all the promo you do. At least, it's cool, and that's funny. So yeah, keep it up.
Fox the G, go ahead.
Yeah, no, that was a good space, Harley. I respect you, and also, while I have a chance to say it, Mutahar, I fucking love you, bro.
Thanks, man. I love you too, dude.
Thank you.
And for my final words, I am going to be still watching Creator Clash, even though I really disagree with them. But I will be rooting for that wrestling guy to knock Harley the fuck out.
Bro,
thanks, guys.
That's ugly.
Oh, thank God it's over. It's over. It is... Wait, can you hear me? Yeah, you can hear me. Oh, thank God. It's over. Holy crap. Oh. That was a long one. 2 hours, 7 minutes, and 30-some seconds is what I recorded off of that. And I only spoke 3 times. And I'm going to go ahead and say those things again. 1, Jidion had a very weak argument against Kavos. It was very, very prevalent in the first Twitter space that went on. Gaming Witch, again, thank you for the $500 donation. If you end up listening this back, I actually stopped to say something to you on that one. I really appreciate the 500. And Small PP, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. 07 to the both of y'all. Y'all are awesome. I have the best viewers in the world, and I don't care what anybody says. So yes, hashtag free us. We are now free. We are now free. My brain couldn't either. And you know what? I was thinking this was going to be easy. It's just going to be Jidion versus Kavos. Oh no. Oh no. Somebody had to speak Harley's name. And that called him upon that Twitter space. And then Harley had to go up there and then end up having to be the world versus Harley. So now I have to do fucking timestamps. I am so excited. Let me tell you. Now I have to do timestamps. Damn it. And during that time that y'all couldn't hear me because I was letting everybody listen to the space, I accidentally tripped on my cat and she scratched the hell out of my foot. So I have a battle wound from this space also. Matt, you missed the whole thing? Did I see Matt say he missed the whole thing? Oh, damn. Damn, Matt. Oh, Lord have mercy. That was a lot. And the sad thing is Keem, and I just learned that you can click on the space and put it in the middle. I'm so mad I didn't do that. Oh well, you know what? It was a scuff. You get the voice. That's all that matters. Yeah, definitely. I guess I'm gonna go and put the timestamps in and stuff like that. Yes, we got through it together, Knight Rider, and that's all that matters. We got through this like the family that we are. The dysfunctional, dare I say, toxic family that we are. No, I'm going to make this stream members only, but then again, half my damn people are members. No, it's going to stay up, Matt. It's going to stay up. And you have a membership anyway, so. No, I'm getting ready to go put timestamps and everything in it. It looks scuffed, but I don't care. Hashtag fucked up family. Hell yeah. Alright, well, I'm going to get out of here. I'm not even going to press, I'm just going to press end stream. I'm not even going to do the ending card for this. If you are not subscribed already, please subscribe to Xylee Gets Real. I would truly appreciate it. Thank you very much. I don't know how many people are in here that aren't subscribed to me, but please subscribe. I wasn't planning on streaming, or I was thinking about maybe doing a midnight stream tonight, but then I was sitting in the Destiny Discord. I'm like, oh, they're getting ready to do a second one. Should I stream that? And I was told, yes, you should. So I went ahead and did it. So at least we got to be able to talk shit with each other while we were listening to it. Yeah, I'm planning on doing a stream early tomorrow morning because I'm trying to fix my sleep schedule so I can go to bed right after my recording tomorrow night with the girls. So this might be an all-nighter into the morning for me. Oh my God, small PP, you and Freebird, I swear to God. All right, guys, I'm getting out of here. GG to every single one of y'all that sat in here and listened to that brain-dead content. GG to every single one of y'all. Alright, guys. I'm just going to hit the end screen. I will talk to y'all later. Peace out.